Just blow life through the door.
Hello.
Nice in.
Hey,
Hello.
Dude.
what's
Hello,
up?
Gotta full
guys.
screen this shit. There we go. Now everyone's.
Yikes! We don't need to show my face.
Too late. It's happened.
I mean,
Do we really? Hey!
Welcome everybody to episode 2 of Dungeon Select.
Oh boy.
That fly looking
Electric Boogaloo.
next to Asheron.
Duke has a face now, guys.
I was gonna say.
I don't
First-
actually have a face. This is a man.
It's reversed.
What a legend.
Except for Duke.
What?
Oh, and
What do you
Dutch.
mean?
Dutch and Duke aren't reversed on stream. Everyone else is. The webcams.
I don't know.
Just the
No,
way
what do you
the
mean?
webcams have worked. Who knows?
How come that's the only one that you like? Like, oh hey, those two aren't reversed. Like, what are you looking at?
It's a glitch in the Matrix, dude.
Is this the real reality?
I can't help
Is it?
noticing these things.
Okay, that's
Up
fine.
here.
You're okay, I guess.
All right. So before we jump into it, I guess we're gonna do one more quick, for the sake of the fact that the video goes up on YouTube and stuff afterward. One more quick go down the line. Everyone just introduce themselves, if they're a streamer, and how
Okay.
experienced of a D&D player they are. I'd say like a few
Okay.
episodes in, we could probably stop doing this, but for the sake of
Yeah,
the
sure.
beginning.
Do I start?
You're first.
Yeah, you start, Mr. DM.
I guess you start.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
Oh, and thank you for the
Hey!
host, Swede. Appreciate
I'm
you.
that Dutch geek, and I play video games on Twitch, and I get angry a lot, and people yell at me for being stupid.
And he beats dogs on stream.
Plush dogs.
Oh,
No.
Johnny!
No.
Johnny! Yeah. Sorry.
And your
Alright.
D&D experience?
Next to nothing, basically. I play one campaign and I DM two, and that's my experience, and I'm learning as I go.
That's a lot on the go at once. 3 campaigns, keeping track of all that in your brain.
Yep.
Shit, dude.
I mean,
What,
and I
player
mean,
in 1 and DM
no,
in 2,
it's-
right?
Yeah. It's like I play one, and the rest, like, I make myself, so a lot of it sticks in my head. You know,
Yeah.
Because I am the one that makes it up.
Fair. Alrighty. I'm Laura K483. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, one of the founders of Level Select, along with a few other people here, Dutch included. And I've been playing D&D for, I want to say, 3-ish years, but very sporadically within those 3 years. So I still consider myself a bit of a newbie. And I am playing in 2 campaigns, this being one of them currently.
I don't know what order we're in. So
Oh,
when it
Bell's
gets to me,
next.
someone
Sorry,
decide, by the
yeah,
way.
sorry. Bell's
Okay.
next.
I'm Belle. I'm not really a streamer. My experience with D&D pretty much is this campaign and one battle from a different one, where I played the same character.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
same character but with different backstory.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Hanzo, you're
That's
up.
it.
Yeah, I'm Hanzo Kozala. I stream on Twitch sometimes, sporadically, not for very long. But I play a lot of D&D. I've been playing for years, mainly as a DM. Never get a chance to play as a player, so I'm happy about having a chance to play as a player. I play Tramaris, who talks to trees and animals.
Alright, Duke.
And it's you, Duke.
Oh, it's my turn.
Hey!
I'm Sergeant 33. I stream on Twitch. More now than I have in a really long time. My D&D experience is this campaign and one other that I'm also playing currently and didn't start very long ago. So I'm pretty fresh. But yeah, that's me.
So
Oh, I'm next.
Yes, you are.
Yo, I am Sickholer. I stream on Twitch, mostly shooters, kind of. I don't know. I dabble in everything. Sort of.
There's a lot of
not really.
controllers.
He dabbles in getting beaten up for honor as well.
Boy, I killed you just as many times as you killed me. I don't
That
wanna
is
do
so
shit.
far from the truth.
Alright, 1v1 me after this then.
Cool.
Okay.
You guys
Alright.
stay tuned for that.
Anyways, in my experience in D&Ds, I played a lot of 3.5, 4th edition D&D, but I haven't played much 5 at all. So
Hey yo, I'm Sodakoiba. I don't stream. I watch a lot of Twitch there, main level select stuff.
Yeah,
Like-
level
like-
select.
Tabletop RPGs, played quite a few. Like I played like Star Wars: Edge of the Empire and a little bit of like Dungeons and Dragons, but yeah, I'm in this campaign and one other. I guess
You're
I know
actually
what I'm doing.
audible now.
And
Yay, your mic is
yeah,
better.
Woo!
I'm not just the whisper in the night.
That's just how I like you, though. Says accordingly.
D&D 4th edition, the black sheep of the D&D family.
Oh, really?
Nah,
Yeah.
4.5 is where it's the flagship common. That's what I played. I played 4.5.
4.5? Oh, God.
Alright,
Alright.
quick little meme before we start. My Discord is
meme.
having all kinds of seizures. So sometimes my cam will freeze or like dialogue will get lost in translation, and I apologize. Don't blame me. It's not my fault. I can only do so much about
Just go scream in
having-
Discord, guys.
Exactly.
having my Discord connected to the internet, and that's about all I do. So like,
And other little bits of housekeeping before we start. Almost everyone now has character art in our little scrolling slideshow down there.
Please tell me the
So-
Stickman's on stream.
The Stickman is on stream. Your
yes.
Stickman is there.
Yes.
So you have no, that is your art. So 5 out of 6 of us have legitimate art, and unimportant over here is a Stickman still.
It's
But-
because
He is
art's
unimportant, so.
He has art on the way.
guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
And we haven't quite worked out pre-planned music for this stream. I'm gonna try and kind of wing it with the tabletop audio website Hanzo provided me and pick tracks as they come up. But
Good luck.
if they may not fit, I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens. And yeah, alerts are obviously muted and not visible on stream. We do see them in chat though, and we'll just do kind of thank yous for any like hosts, subs, whatever at the end of the stream.
blanket thank you.
And then just a reminder, the community that we're all a part of that made this happen is Level Select. Type !LS and the bot will give you the link to our heckin' awesome website and tell you more.
And we also have a YouTube channel, Dungeon Select,
Yes.
where we upload all the sessions in case people miss anything and they can watch and catch
I will
up.
post a link to that at the end, and if you all could subscribe at the end, we'd appreciate it. To the YouTube one.
Yeah.
All right.
It's youtube.com/Dungeon Select should get you there. And you can
Hashtag
also-
ad.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad.
Oh, actually, there's a thought. What are our tags for this stream?
I have used.
Hashtag
I've
adverts,
used.
hashtag
You mean like the
sellout.
actual Twitch tags?
Yeah.
I used dice, roleplay, persistent campaign, beginner players,
Persistent campaign.
because that
Persistent
means it's
campaign, that's a
regular.
thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
guys.
Cooperative.
And
that's
and
optimistic.
cooperative. That's the 5th one.
What the?
That one
That's
may
a
be
thing?
a lie. We'll find out as the party progresses. But yeah, those are
They
the 5
have
tags
so
we're
many.
using.
Like before we start, Twitch has so many weird random tags, but then they
So
miss, and then they miss so many vital.
Like horror. Why is there
Yeah.
no horror tag?
Because games have their own tags. That's why you can't tag genres because the game you play has that
Ah,
tag already.
okay.
There
That,
is
There's
that's
a
a
lot
bit
of
better.
tags that I'm like
So
hello?
many speed
The
running
more you
tags.
know.
Yeah, it's
So
wild.
many.
Yo, shout out to the meme runs tag.
Yeah,
There's a tag for that?
There's
Yeah.
a tag for me.
Ah.
I was streaming with meme runs yesterday.
That's fucking
That's
legit.
disgusting.
Oh man. But yes, those are the
Also-
tags we are using for this stream. If
My
you guys have
hair
any
is
suggestions,
Like shit, that's why.
my hair's wet too, so
Looks fine.
Well,
There we
look
go.
look at this shit.
we're twinning.
Yeah, look at this shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not fucking
Feel so left
how
out.
My hair actually is though.
Yeah, I think your
Fucking
hair's longer
insanity.
than mine. Like
my hair
yeah,
used to
it
be
is,
long, and then
definitely.
I got it cut.
All right.
Alright.
Kinda
DM, take us away.
Let's do a little recap of what happened last week.
Oofs.
A party of adventurers got recruited on a mission to retrieve the chromosphere from an unknown location. All they know is that the last known location of the sphere was in the hands of a Drow Elf clan, tribe, whatever you call that, in the Mystery Mountains. So they went on their way to Valley Village because that was the most logical place to start, since that is the village closest to the mountain. And when they got there, they encountered a lot of panic and a lot of villagers running away from the village that got away. And the village seemed to be on fire. And then close to the village, they encountered a Drow Elf patrol that didn't really seem like themselves. And after fighting and killing one patrol outside of the city, that's where we're going to pick it up immediately. So you guys just defeated two of them, which just randomly got their necks snapped without any
Yeah.
indication why.
Yeah.
And we'll pick it up from there.
Quick,
Finally.
check their
Yeah,
bodies
can
for
we loot
clues.
Can we
We need to
loot
loot
their,
them.
Yep.
Can we loot their bodies?
As a check for
Yes,
clues
you
and
can.
loot.
Can I get some arrows back? I can't even remember how many I fired.
That's you. Can
That
try
is
and
a-
retrieve
I,
That is a
I
big
remember
problem.
I fired one, but it was I rolled like a natural one or something, and that arrow used to, that arrow's gone.
Yeah,
There
that
was
went.
no.
That one's gone. That's
So I
gone.
You'll
have no
to
chance
wait.
of recovering.
Those steroids.
Yep.
Shout out to me
Uh,
killing 3 enemies in a single turn.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Roll investigation for the bodies, Dutch.
And
Yes.
with investigation for bodies.
Do we
First
all
roll of the
roll,
night,
or
and it's
who's?
Whoever is looting, there's 4 corpses.
Okay,
so
I'm looting one of
16,
them.
boy.
16,
First
14.
roll with the new dice.
14 of first roll my new dice.
All right, cool. So the corpse you are looting, Nakul. I'm remembering these names, by the way, guys. Proud to be proud. But we'll get there eventually.
Very proud.
You find 5 gold pieces, but that's about all you find.
Okay.
And you, Ash, you find on the one corpse you loot 10 gold pieces.
Well, you said there was 4, and only 2 of you rolled, so I'll go ahead and roll and loot one of
I'll
them.
roll 2.
Is this investigation?
Yeah.
Yes.
7.
Nine.
All right, so you guys
We didn't do so.
rifle through the pockets as best as you can, and Kisiran finds nothing. She's like, "Oh, this guy's picked clean, whatever." And Octanus finds a vial filled with a rather bubbly-looking green liquid.
Drink it.
Ooh, I'm not gonna drink it.
Drink it.
I mean,
All
Don't
right.
drink it.
So we're still on the very like outskirts of the town. We haven't come properly into the town.
You're
right?
not in the town yet.
Yeah.
No, they were patrolling the
Yeah.
border like
Yeah.
of the town.
I turn and look at the party and go, well, all things considered, that could have gone a lot worse.
I mean, they killed themselves for us.
Yeah, there's definitely something fishy going on.
Dutch, do I know
I
maybe what
suppose.
happened to them, like from my background, or no?
No.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, if he doesn't know.
Well, yeah.
There was something wrong with their eyes.
Not to
yeah.
mention the just mysterious murder at the end of the last 2 standing.
Well, as soon as we hinted at some kind of possession, they were immediately killed. Some kind of higher power controlling them that doesn't want us to know.
Do we still want to venture further into the city? Do we have much choice?
I think
I
we
want
have
to go
to.
in.
I
Yeah, we
feel
should-
that
should
we
go
have a
for it.
duty now to assist these creatures in trouble. They used to be peaceful traders and interact on peaceful terms with the village, and now they come here vengefully due to possession by some mysterious power. I feel it is our duty now to help them restore to their previous form.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I was just gonna go in, but okay. Long-winded speech later.
The next question, the next ones we come across as we search this town, how are we gonna go about getting them unpossessed?
Murder.
That's the last resort.
Well, I mean, just mentioning if they're possessed to them makes them unpossessed. So I mean,
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it does
just like,
also kill
them.
possessed. Yeah, it's great.
two birds with
It's like
one stone,
CrossFit.
really, innit?
Well,
Let's go.
considering they're acting against their will, it
While all of
seems
this conversation
hardly
is going
fair.
on, you can see torches being lit up in the town. You can hear a bunch of yelling, and you can hear a bunch of yelling, all in this guttural
Ugh.
intonation that you heard before.
Hmm.
And you can hear it coming closer to the edge of town that you guys are at.
Would anyone be willing to maybe try climbing to the top of one of the buildings and getting an aerial view, seeing how many we can see, and see if we can hide from them as they come? Because they're clearly coming towards us. Whatever's possessing them probably knows we're here.
I'll do it. I'll climb up.
Climb up the side of the nearest building, perch on the roof,
Yeah.
see what we can
You're climbing up.
See what I can
Roll a that's acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
I think.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Hey,
I'm gonna be a
Nice.
freaking
16.
ninja and just scale up.
killing it.
Sorry, what you roll?
I rolled a nat 20.
I rolled 16.
Oh, you're also climbing up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I'm
tiefling's
coming
coming
up.
with me.
Both of y'all. Okay. So you guys
Bofa.
Yeah, she doesn't trust me to say.
you guys
truthfully.
just there's no wall around the there's just a little fence, but you can easily just hop over that. And you guys both Kisiran a little quicker than the little heavier equipped Actanis, but you both make it on top of a thatched roof pretty easily, and you guys have a little bit of a bird's eye view.
All right.
What do your elf eyes see?
That's what I was about to go. Just like lightly like, I'm not an elf, thank you. And then what do we see?
Me neither.
Roll a perception check.
13.
Can they roll with advantage, seeing as they're on a roof?
No.
You
Why
try.
you got fucking?
Thanks
I
for
rolled
Sure.
effort. I
effort.
rolled like 4.
Okay, so
That's fine.
you guys
I
are
see
both on
nothing.
that roof looking around, and Kisiran, you see a big group of at least 6 to 10 Drow Elves mobilizing in the center of town,
Hmm.
like at the town square. And you see one rather big Drow Elf, definitely looks like towers above them with like shoulders and head, a lot bigger, a lot broader.
Does he look a lot bigger than the
Uh,
drow elf like in our party, like for comparison as
He
well?
looks, yeah.
I'm
yeah,
not a
yeah,
very
yeah.
big
Little-
guy.
Okay.
A
So.
lot bigger. He's a big boy, and you can see him and hear him. Just what seems to be barking orders at the group of Drow elves that are mobilizing in front of him, and after that, you see them all go their ways, spreading out, combing through the town, clearly looking for something.
We're not in
Or
the
someone.
town, right?
No, we're on the
You
edges,
guys aren't. You guys are on the
outskirts.
edge.
We're just picked like the nearest building on the very edge of the town that me and
Yes.
Octanus are on top of right now. All right, then I will just agilely leap back down off this roof. There's the party. They're fanning out throughout the city. It seems like there's one large elf giving them orders. They're either looking for something or they're looking for us.
How's the village set out?
Like I said, it's not a really big village. There's from the roof where you are. Got hiccups. Sorry. You can see there's a couple of buildings on the edge of the town.
Mhm.
Near the town square, where you can see remnants of a burnt down inn and some stores completely collapsed, and one rather big building with a very decorative, a lot of decorations, a lot of seems important.
Is it left so it's left unburned, unmarked by any
That
other
is,
destruction?
it has some
Okay.
damages to it, but it's still mostly intact.
Okay, I get down now.
So what did you all see?
Oh, I already told you. But again, so I say there's there was a group, I'd say anywhere between 6 to 10, and they seem to have been split up into like pairs. They're searching throughout the city for something, but I guess it can't be us because they would know where we are if they were all connected or if whatever was possessing them was connected. So they must be looking for something else.
Hive mind.
Hmm.
Interesting.
What are the odds that if we kill the big one, the rest will follow suit?
I say we try it just
Well,
to see.
there's the only one way to find out, isn't there?
No chance
the-
of maybe just capturing the big one first and getting some information?
We could.
The last group we
Like-
encountered spoke in a language that none of us understood.
Hmm. How far from us is the largest Drow elf, and is he on his own?
He's in the middle of the
He's
town
in the town
square.
square.
So we need to stealth
He's
towards them.
he sent his troops out to do something, and he is there alone for
Yeah.
now. But you guys aren't there yet, so
No.
Yeah, we'd have to go make our
We'll
way
probably-
in.
first.
Should we all just stealth and go in, trying to get to the big one? Maybe, and at least now we know they're all spread out. They're in small groups, so we won't stumble on,
Yeah.
hopefully, any large.
We won't get overwhelmed like
Yeah.
immediately.
Sounds like an idea to me.
Yeah, we can do that. Sounds good.
Let's do that.
All right. So what? We're all stealthing.
Yep.
We were stealthing. No.
Time
All
to
right.
stealth.
I want you all to roll a stealth check.
Natural
Please
20
don't
again.
bug me.
Are you
Guys.
serious, Laura? Are you cheating?
No, you've seen how this dice works for me in our other
re-weight your
campaigns,
dice
Soko.
since yesterday? Because
13.
13, natural 20,
17.
10, 17?
Yeah.
Like 7.
Seven.
These
Can you
dice are
quickly,
cheating.
Dutch, can you send me my character sheet? Because I think we changed some stuff before we started last time that I don't have updated on mine.
I don't think we did, but...
I think my proficiencies are wrong, but I can't
Oh,
remember.
okay. Yeah, I'll send you that in a sec.
Okay.
What's your roll, Ash?
14.
Okay, so you guys try to get into the town unseen, and you all succeed to get into like a little bit of a corner.
Lara Croft
before-
style against the wall.
before actually diving into town. And as you guys do that, you just hear a loud, and and you look back and it's Aktanis just struggling to be quiet, just making a lot of ruckus.
For a
But
tiefling,
she
you make a
eventually
lot of noise.
makes it to you guys as well, and you guys now have have a couple of options for you. And I want you guys, any one of you, to roll a perception check, or all of you, doesn't really matter.
Sure.
Oh, a perception check. Sure, why not?
I will not. I have
natural
-1.
20.
Hey!
All right, well there you go.
18.
22.
20.
18.
Are you kidding me?
natural 20
I
is
rolled a 22.
I think
Yeah, me
we're
too.
perceptive.
I'm sending you the
24 on
sheet
the
real quick.
22. We see everything.
Yeah, natural 20.
Fucking hell, guys.
I sent you the sheet real quick, Duke.
So,
All right.
Thanks.
22.
So, for the sake of ease, I'll just say that everyone sees this. You guys see in front of you now an alleyway that kind of leads what you assume to be around a couple of buildings around the outskirts of town to get deeper into the village or the town. You see just a main road that leads directly to the town square, but a lot of lit torches there, and you also see a small alley to your right, that you all could also consider. So there's an alleyway to the left, an alleyway to the right, and there's just a big
The main road. Yeah.
down the middle.
Do we see anybody on that main road or no?
Not for now. No.
Do we know where the alleys lead? Do they just kind of loop around? But
Your guess is as good as mine.
I want to sneak down the right alley.
I'm not gonna try it. That will go badly.
Roll a stealth check.
17.
Okay, so you take part ways with the group for a little bit to check out this right alleyway, and you see that it is a dead end. But I want you to roll a perception check.
Turns out it wasn't the right alley after all, it was the wrong one. We don't-
11.
In the corner of the alley, you see a corpse wearing rather nice clothing, rather, gold trims. Seem to be like a wealthy human corpse.
Can I loot him?
Roll an investigation check.
Not kind of checking. it's
13.
alright.
Rifling through his pockets, you find a small satchel of gems.
Ooh.
Hey.
2 pieces of malachite, around 10 gold worth each, and a bigger chunk of obsidian, worth around 30 gold pieces.
Fancy.
Cool.
Nice.
All right.
like
I
to
guess I'll return to the group.
All right, and you return to the group, no issue.
Dead end.
Cool.
Find anything interesting?
Just some dead guy. No, nothing too important.
All right. Try this left one before we go right up the middle. I'll go check it out.
Roll stealth check. If you're presuming
Yep.
you're doing it stealthily.
Are you fucking kidding me? I got another natural 20.
Jesus.
Cheater.
Well, it's
Alright,
gonna,
we're
okay,
doing-
we're gonna get to fighting, and I'm gonna roll like all 2s and
One.
shit. Yeah.
Did you end up float testing your dice? 'Cause that's not-
All right, so without the group really noticing, all of a sudden Kisiran is just gone, and you make it into the left alleyway. Roll a perception check.
This one won't be as good. 7.
From what you can see, it's really dark. You can't really see anything in the alley, but you do hear a door slam shut as you enter the alleyway.
Ooh. I'll go back and tell the group what I heard. With the addendum, might be best to avoid, because I'm assuming we'd like to avoid all people until we come across the main drow we're looking for.
Makes sense. To do that.
Unless anyone's really dead set on finding out who slammed a door.
Yeah.
Not right now.
All right, then let's just
Yeah.
go. Even though it's a nice, wide and well lit street, try and be as unnoticeable
Well,
as possible.
can I stealth
Actually-
again?
Are you going down the main road, the lit
Yeah.
path?
Yep.
Hmm.
You guys can all roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
Are there any
Yeah,
dark
yeah.
corners or no?
Ooh, that's not gonna be good.
Dutch, can I?
Yes. Alright.
How low are the rooftops? Would I be able to get up there?
We'll take you some climbing. Yeah, you could try and make it.
And
on
would I
rooftop.
be able to go from rooftop to rooftop?
Certainly try.
All right, let's do it. All right, so climbing or acrobatics?
That's athletics. I made a mistake last roll, but yeah. It's
Yo,
I
athletics
on
would
my
have been even
stealth.
better for me than
I got an
athletics,
11.
man.
17 for the climb check.
All right, so you climb up on a roof. Relatively easy. You manage to see a little wooden beam, and you set your foot on there, and you just jump up, grab the edge of the roof, and you climb your way up there.
Okay.
So you're on the roof.
Yep.
Roll a stealth check as well for me, please.
Is mine with disadvantage or no?
No, not for you.
Okay. That's a 16.
Okay, so you stealth up, and you're on the rooftops. You guys, sorry, could you give me your rolls again?
I rolled a
11.
6.
13.
One at a time, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Add under 10. Anyone under 10?
2.
Just raise your hand.
Me.
Okay, so 2 of you rolled under 10. The rest of you guys? What did
Oh, I
you
got
roll?
11.
13.
I got 11 too.
Okay.
Not very good.
Kind of lads.
Tell me
As
I
you guys-
made it.
As you guys all, this is a group check, so one high roll will not
Yeah.
counter the
God
2
damn it.
really low rolls.
Yep.
So as you guys all try to stealth up and sneak across with Ash on the roof, who did manage to get there rather quietly,
Hmm.
and he sees, before you guys see, he sees a group of 4 Drow Elves turning around the corner that are coming your way, turning around the corner towards you guys, and you guys are out in the open
Nani?
in the lights.
Okay. So I see this, yes?
Yes, I'll give you.
Okay.
You'll be the only one that I'll give a chance to do something before this happens.
I would like to use my Mystic Charm
Okay.
on one of the guys.
What's that do?
Hang on. Okay.
So he needs to make a charisma saving throw, the DC of 13.
Yeah, hang on. I gotta quickly look up the technicality of this because there's something else going on.
I like how you said apologize for your stealth roll, Laura, when I'm pretty sure it had much more to do with my 2.
Oh. Well, because my
I mean,
6
they're
was
both
with a stealth
shitty.
thing.
That
of
too may or
+4.
may not have had anything to do with this. Yeah.
That's fine, lads.
Okay. Charisma saving throw.
Yes.
All right. What's the DC?
13.
Okay. So you try to charm one of these elves, but you sense that as you try to, your thoughts try to penetrate his mind, you sense a much stronger force already in that head, busy charming him, and it just casts you out.
Okay.
Oh,
And you
dear.
alerted the entire group of Drow Elves you're there, and I want all of you to roll initiative. 'cause
Here
they're
we
just
go.
around the corner.
Boys.
Oh,
Fuck. Yes. Okay, that's right. Yeah, you said Dex, didn't you?
Why is the spell sheet so
I have
far
battle
away from
music
the
ready to go.
bonuses, dude?
Let's do it! I gotta roll initiative as well, by the way. Mhm.
Oh, I didn't. Do I need to write this?
Oh.
Shit.
Fuck, I forgot I was meant to keep
Alright,
doing that.
20 plus.
Nope.
Alright, 15 to 20.
19.
I got 16.
19, 18, 16.
It would be higher if I had any modifying depths.
I got panpipes, boys.
Panpipes. Oh my god, your phone is gonna be an app for the panpipes.
You rolled, it was Lausanne that rolled the 16, right?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Who's that?
Oh,
I only
is
know
it? Oh, I'll
someone
turn it
called
down.
Unimportant.
Listen, I
Yeah.
don't care for your little little memes.
Well, they.
My
I mean, they
administration.
actually really don't know my name.
Don't know his name.
10 to 15. Oof. 5 to 10.
Fucking Jesus.
I got a
Laura.
5.
I
5.
said for
Laura.
charity.
Laura, what's your natural 20s, dude? Come on.
I got a 9.
I already
I
used
got
up my
9
natural
as well.
20s for the day,
9,
apparently.
9.
9.
999.
Alright. Then it brings us to the top of the round, and Nicole can
Hey.
start off. Just for some information, they turn around the corner and they're pretty much like they're like 15 feet in front of you. That's they just turn around, they walk right into you.
They're right there,
Is it-
okay.
They're right there.
Oh man.
Oh, this is just a stupid fucking plan. Right. I'm gonna just shout, be like, I know you're possessed!
That's what I was gonna do.
You're just gonna hope they all kill themselves again.
Let's just shout, I know you're possessed.
That's a good move.
They just look at you.
Does that count as an action, or can I still do shit?
That'll be a bonus action. They look at
That's
you
bonus.
and they look at each other
And then
and
they
they
all
look back
die.
at you and they just walk toward. They just charge towards you.
Okay then. I will. So how are they? How like? Do they follow like 2 versus 2 or like?
There's 4.
Yeah, but are they like?
Oh, there's yeah, 2 and 2, so 2.
I will
Two
go
out of
to the
two.
ones on the right, and I will use lightning breath on them.
Ooh, okay.
They need to make a dex save. The 2 of them need to dex save of 12.
Trolls went in 2 by 2. Hurrah.
Okay, one makes it, one doesn't.
Okay, so the one that does make it only takes half damage.
Okay.
He didn't make it.
Oh, fuck me. Well, it's 3 damage.
Halved or
No,
total?
that's total 3 damage.
Ow.
Oof.
Two,
To each of them?
2d6, yeah, 2d6,
Oh,
guys.
Nice.
that's so rough.
So as you see them coming towards you, and they did not care about your attempt at whatever it is you were trying to do there. You breathe in and you let out was it lightning?
Lightning.
A lightning breath, and you see all these sparks of lightning coming out of your mouth, and they step back. They do like flinch a little bit, but they brush it off rather quickly.
Like,
and
you
they
know when you get
continue
out of the
their charge.
car and you gotta shut the door and you get a little static
Static.
shock on the car door? That's basically
That's exactly what happened.
3 damage, boys.
You want to use your movement to go anywhere?
No, I'll stay where I am.
All right, Ash from the rooftop.
Yeah, let's use let's go ahead and just use a short bow.
Alright.
Do I get advantage from this because they don't know where I am?
Hmm?
Do I get advantage from this?
You
because they
alerted
don't know where
them,
I am?
trying to get into their minds.
I
but
wasn't sure if that would tell them where I was or not.
Yeah, they know exactly where you are.
Ruh-roh.
Don't tell me that. Just want my nose.
All right.
Swear to God. All right.
Nice, nice
Okay,
chuckle there.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits, yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd be worrying if you said that's a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Nani?
Whoops, I stopped the music by accident.
Which one are you trying to hit, by the way?
One closest to them.
Okay, so so basically the way it is they're in lines of 2.
Yep.
The ones furthest away from you, so the row of to the right of the party got hit by the lightning breath. The row on the left didn't get hit at
Just
all.
the left front one.
Okay.
And that is 8 damage.
All right. So as you're on the rooftop, you string your bow, let an arrow fly, and you hit one of the elves in the shoulder, and he steps back. A guttural groan comes out of his mouth, and he's
That's hot.
and he looks at the arrow, looks at you, and is pissed. You want to do anything with your movement? You're gonna stay on the roof? What are you doing?
It's kind of like, is there like an eave on the top? Kind of like duck down behind the eave.
No, it's pretty flat.
Pretty flat. All right, I'll just back up from the edge a little bit.
Lazan.
I'm gonna shoot the right front boy with my longbow.
Go ahead and make an attack, bud.
Yeet. That's 15 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. For 6 damage.
Okay. So as you see Nakul hit him with the lightning breath, you step to his right, ready an arrow, take aim, and just let one fly, and you hit one in the shoulder. He steps back, looks at you very angrily,
Angry boy. Okay.
and 6 damage, right?
Yes.
Right, cool. So that is it, unless you have a bonus action and want to do anything else.
How far away are they from me?
Like, you're a little behind Nakul, so I would say like 25 feet.
I want to put another 10 feet between me and them, so I'm going to move back 10 feet.
Okay. You can. Now one of the elves is gonna.
Uh-oh.
I don't like
One
that.
at the far back right takes his bow and aims it at the half elf on the roof,
Oh.
and rolls a natural 20 to hit.
Ooh.
I'm done. All right, bye guys. Playing. Good times.
Nice to know you.
Sorry, bud.
Do you know?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. He
Lies.
shoots at you. It's not that bad, I promise you, because I rolled terrible. He shoots at you and hits you with an arrow for 7 damage.
Yeah, that's still pretty bad.
We're
I
level
mean-
1s. That still hurts.
It
Oh,
could have easily killed you.
It could have.
It's not that bad. 37
That
That
would
would
damage.
be me unconscious at this point.
True.
That'd be out.
True.
Leave me on 1 health.
That's going to be his turn.
That's half out for me.
The elf that is pretty much face to face with Nakul is now going to go walk up to him and get his longsword out and fucking
Uh-oh.
go for it.
What?
10 to hit.
Misses!
Fuck.
Don't
All right.
bitch.
So the elf walks up to you and he takes out his longsword, tries to strike you with it, and it just bounces off your shoulder and doesn't really affect you at all. Then another elf is gonna do a little mean. He's gonna also ready his bow and shoot at the person on the rooftop. As he does that,
Yeah.
Poor
They
guy.
don't like you, Ash.
he readies his bow, lets an arrow fly, and it just flies right over your head because I rolled a 3 to hit, so that's no way.
Hey, Soko, who cares about good lighting, huh?
3 to hit, that hits. That's tough. So you see the arrow just fly past you, and now it is Tramaris' turn.
This is like after trying to outthink them.
Okay, you'll never guess what I want to do.
Talk to a tree.
Are there
No.
any trees?
A bird.
There are no
Like a
trees.
vulture.
No trees.
Is there a random tree in the middle of the street? Just, just chilling?
One just breaks out of the floor.
$5 is
Tiny
fireball.
bush.
No, I want to do my usual. I want to cast Shield of Faith on person on rooftop. Keep him
Ash?
alive.
Yes.
On Ash.
And then Fireball. My classic combo.
All right,
You'll
which
want
one?
$5.
I'll do it on the one that got the arrow through the shoulder. Just try to finish him off.
The one that Lausanne, unimportant, hits.
Unimportant. Yeah, see, I didn't use his name because
Hmm.
we don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, but
It's
2 of them got
definitely-
arrows in the shoulder, right? So,
Yeah, but I'm assuming.
yeah,
you
yeah.
can see.
Yeah, that was the...
Try to finish one of them off rather than going for a full health
Roll an attack, bud.
one. 22.
Yeah, that hits. You know.
Yeah. Yes.
That was it's close,
for-
but...
6 damage.
6 damage.
That's a lot.
You ready a firebolt and just lob a ball of fire at this elf, and as the usual by now, orangey reddish bright light after the impact simmers down, you see nothing but a pile of ash. on the floor.
Hey, Tremaris is a
Got
beast.
him.
Also, I'm out of level 1 spells now because I cast Shield of Faith in the fight
Oh,
against the
yeah.
party earlier
Yes, you did.
and now. So I'm out of level 1 spells.
Okay.
No.
But you killed one elf. Good job, bud. Do you want to use your movement to go anywhere, or you gonna just?
Add that to your kill count.
I will back down the street a bit.
Okay.
Not full movement, like half movement.
All right, sounds good. Octanis or Kisseron. I'll let you guys decide who goes first.
What's to go first?
I don't really care.
You
Why don't you just go?
Who's got the highest dex?
I have 14 decks.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
have 15.
I thought Octanis rolled the same as me for initiative.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled 9.
Yeah, I rolled a 5. Octanus
Oh!
goes before
Oh,
me.
okay.
Sorry, my bad. Yep. Okay, my bad.
You go,
Okay.
you got this.
Oh man. Okay. How close are they?
They said like what, 15 feet from us?
They were. Yeah, like 20-ish feet, 20 to 15
20.
feet,
Okay.
20 to 15.
I'm just gonna go up to them. I'm gonna rage,
Hey.
and
Angry.
I'm going to attack with my great axe.
All right.
Lead their head
Roll that
off.
attack. Which one? You gotta point them out. There's two at the back and there's one in the front. At this
One
point.
at the front.
The closest one, yeah.
Whichever one's closest.
Okay. Yeah. For my administration.
That's to attack, right?
Mhm.
Natural 20.
Hey!
All right. Yeah, that hits. So what you do is you your damage roll doubles. So you just roll damage, double that, and then you add your strength modifier. I think.
These fucking
Yeah. Oh, I rolled a natural 12 on a d12.
Don't
Oh.
forget. Don't forget.
I was like
to
so
add-
confused.
Just don't bother. Don't bother. You walk up and you just
that's a lot of damage.
just get your great axe, and with one
one
swing, you
cleave.
just, what? And you see that you just see the head of the Drow Elf just.
That
Fly
was
away into the
26
distance.
points of damage, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
She made Nicole's look like a sissy.
She-
Yeah, I know,
So
right?
go-
Nicole
goes-
Nicole
goes
looks over
to
and just like.
He did. He did. All right.
It goes to
Fucked.
Narkle like, you're not the
Um,
only one who can send head flying.
That elf was about to have a turn, but he died. So.
He did.
Kisseron.
Alright. So there's 2 left now,
Correct.
and one has been hit, one is not.
They've both been hit.
They've both been hit. I'm gonna go to whatever one is looking the most rough, pull out my warhammer.
The one with the arrow.
Yeah, warhammer, wield it two-handed, and go kind of like imitating Octanus a bit, and just go for a mighty swing.
All right. Go for it.
Please hit.
I rolled
This
17
goes
to
really
hit.
bad.
Yes. That hits.
Yeah.
Good
And
shit.
since it's two-handed, it's a d10. 8 damage.
All right. So you walk up and you ready your warhammer, and you, similar to Octanis, just swing without really thinking, and instead of just knocking the head off, you hear a big squish, and you drag the body of the elf just against the nearest wall.
Yeah.
And when you remove your hammer, the entire head is just crushed.
Yes.
So that leaves one elf standing, and it brings us back to the top of the round. So Nicole.
Yo, that last elf, I am going to run up to him and I'm gonna swing my big old maul at his face.
Do it.
Natty likes your art, Duke. Thinks it's
14
great.
to hit.
That just hits.
Quality.
Quality. To 12 damage.
All right. So
Don't kill him.
you take
I want to kill.
you take your maul and you just overhead swing on the shoulder.
It's one
You
more
lift your,
time,
and you lift your maul up and you see the elf sink down, but manages to get back up and kind of brush it off. But you see that he's in a lot of hurt.
Fuck.
A world of
You're
hurt.
possessed.
Y'all possessed, motherfuckers?
You want to do anything else with your movement? or
No,
something,
my
or-
movement was run to them.
Alright. I mean, that wouldn't have taken your full movement. That's why I asked. Ash.
Is there still a guy there?
There's one
Yeah,
guy
there's
left,
one.
Okay.
looking very rough.
All right. Yo, we're gonna go for some Assassin's Creed fucking shit. Jump off that roof. But I'm gonna pommel strike him with my dagger, so it knocks him out instead of killing him.
Okay, roll acrobatics for jumping off the roof.
Well, I don't know why.
Yeah, boy. That's a 20. Not a natural 20, just a 20.
Okay, and roll
Just
roll
a
your
20.
attack.
Just, you know.
That's plus 4 to hit, so 18.
All right, yeah, that hits. So you
Do I
see,
need to roll another dagger or nah?
you were gonna hit him with your pommel, right?
Yeah.
So that's what you said. If you
Yeah,
want to go for
no,
another
I
move,
want to
then-
palm strike, but I have to hit him twice with pommel to knock him out. That's fine.
I mean,
I don't know how you want to do it. Just-
listen, if you want to go with the second dagger as well, go for it, fam. You can.
Sure, dude. Fuck it. Does 16 hit?
That does, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you jump off the roof and you do a flip, and it looks fucking cool. And
Hell
you
yeah.
land and just take both your palms with your daggers and just on the side of the head, on the fucking temple. And even though your attempt was to probably leave him alive, he just falls to the floor and
Shit.
he did.
He dated.
I.
One hit
What
point
weapon?
left. He had
We
one hit
tried.
point left.
We
Oh,
tried.
one hit wonder.
Fuck.
What weapons are you using?
What daggers?
Those are some strange sounding daggers.
What happened?
What do you mean?
They're just going. "Brrr."
Oh.
So he's also dead.
Alright,
Boom.
well, I guess I'll fucking loot him then.
Yeah, it's like.
The one I squished against the wall, I want to start searching his body, not just like for stuff, particularly for clues as to like who they work for, any inkling there might be, who's behind the weird possession.
When I'm decapitated.
I want to get my arrow back.
That too.
I just
Sure.
want to do when I decapitate.
Can I
Alright.
search the ash pile?
You can, yeah, sure. Roll investigation for those who are looting.
Yep.
Oh,
You
you
just get your arrow back.
that's-
By the way.
18.
Okay.
fucking hell. I only rolled
I
a
have
4.
+5 to it, so.
I rolled a 2.
Wow.
Jesus
We suck
Christ.
at investigating.
19.
Okay.
yourself.
Dice
Ash,
hit me.
you loot the guy's corpse and you find
Alright, fight
5 gold
music over.
pieces.
Fuck yeah.
Kiseron and Octanis are looting again, and again, luck has it, they got the corpses that has no loot on them.
Of course.
And and Sirmaris goes over to the ash pile with some scraps of leather still intact, and he digs through it, and he does find some very hot to the touch gold pieces, 5 of them.
Very
don't wanna
hot.
lose
But the guy
to
still
touch.
finds loot.
I don't want to loot corpses. It's against my beliefs. But
Wait.
technically an ash pile isn't a corpse, so
If
Pussy.
he killed the one that I shot,
Hmm?
is my arrow really going to be recoverable?
Good point. No, it's not.
Nah.
Yeah, no, good point.
Yay, I feel better.
I get my arrow back though, so.
You do.
I guess
Forgot
that's the
about that.
downside
Thanks,
to me
bud.
I'll
burning
just
people
scoop the
alive.
ash into a pile and
What's
Make an
everyone's
arrow,
doing
right?
now? I'm just like cleaning off my maul because it's seen a lot of blood recently.
All right.
So just start cleaning off a little bit whilst everyone's looting. So
Roll a tinkering check.
wasting the blood. I'm a fucking.
So as you guys have dealt with this group of elves, you can hear a lot of screaming and shouting going on the town square, a little up ahead, and you hear a lot of footsteps slowly coming in your direction. You hear them march. They know where you are. They're coming for you.
I want,
Guys, I am really low at
There's still the alleyway to the left that is around, like still
Where we heard the
With the
door,
door.
where I
we
heard the door slam.
that is
All
still there. Directly in front of you is just a really big group of Drow Elves.
Yeah,
Right,
I,
There's a door
I,
there too, yeah?
I'm just right off the bat. I'm just gonna run into the left alley and
Yes, I'm just gonna follow him
I'm
with
gonna
a just.
follow him.
I don't like the sound of that. Go
I'm
hide in the
following.
building.
Yeah, I'm gonna go open that door in the alley.
yeah. Can we find where the door that was slammed is?
You all make it into the alleyway, and feeling around a little bit, you do see at the end of the alley, you see a door closed. You trying to open it, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so
Someone big bust it down. I don't care.
Nicole, This looks
That's
like all you.
Like Nicole, I just start to do some stretches. grab
Probably
my
try the
water,
handle first.
And
Yeah,
I
try the handle first.
Yeah, we want to be quiet.
as I'm about to swing, you guys say, I'm like, oh yeah, fair point.
Alright.
Is it locked?
You go for the handle, and the door opens, and but after a few inches, you hear ka-doom, ka-doom. Something is blocking it from the other side, as
Of
someone has barricaded it, or there's just some
I
rubble in
give
the way.
I give a big old.
I'm
try
gonna
and,
help him
shove
push.
it down. I'm trying like to shove it as hard as I can. It's like
I'll
Roll
just
strength.
keep a lookout
ram
behind us.
style.
I'm gonna help him
Roll a
push.
strength check
Does he get an
with
advantage?
with,
'cause-
with
yeah.
advantage because Ash helped him.
Yeah.
Boy.
Even though I'm not that.
Oh, for
strong.
fuck's sake.
With advantage.
You have advantage.
Advantage.
Roll twice. Roll
You can
twice.
No, I
twice.
did. I rolled 2 dice.
Oh,
Both
wow.
came up 6. They
Nice.
kept the same fucking number. That's plus. Do I get proficiency for this? No.
Just add your
No.
strength. And
That's
your
that'd be 9.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it when he fails.
You push against the door, and even Ash helping you by pushing as well. You just do not get any movement into this door. The rubble behind it, or whatever it is that's blocking it, is just too strong.
Is there anything else in this alley that of that's noticeable, noteworthy?
I'm
And
gonna hide
while
that.
this is happening, you can hear the elves on the main road getting closer and closer, and they are close to your
Oh
alleyway.
man. I'm just gonna try and cut down this door with my hat and with my axe. Just
Oh,
like
gosh.
cut it right down.
Just push it.
Let's push again.
No.
I'm gonna start pushing again. Fuck this.
Let's
Fine.
roll another strength check, both of you. Oh wait. Who's doing the hang on? Who's doing the pushing and who's doing the helping?
I
Um,
I walked away from the door.
The
and,
barbarian
fuck
should
this
probably do
shit.
the pushing.
Yeah, the barbarian can do the pushing. I'll just help.
All right, so
Which one of us? There are 2.
Oh no, I fucked off away from the door. 'Cause I was like,
Octanus,
fuck this
roll a strength check with advantage.
Don't fuck me up.
shit. Yeah, roll higher than 6.
While they're doing that, can I try and get back up on the
13.
roof? Like I did
13?
earlier.
Did you roll
Yeah.
twice? You have advantage.
Oh wait, no, I didn't roll twice.
You have advantage, so pick the
I
highest
have
roll.
advantage.
13, probably, knowing how this fucking goes.
18.
That's
there you
better.
go. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
So Octanus just walks up to the door and just gives it a good old push, and without really a lot of she feels a little pushback, but with relative ease, she just the door just
Nicole's
flies
like
open.
Hang himself.
I want to walk through it backwards and like do this. Good.
I'm gonna be looking ahead so I can actually see what's inside.
I'm gonna keep looking behind us, and when we get in, I'll close the door.
I like as I walk in, like I'm just like push the door a little bit. And, what the fuck?
What do I see inside?
Yeah.
Can I roll
Once we get inside,
roll perception, yeah.
everyone.
Whoever is looking around.
I'm looking
I'm
into
the
the room.
first
So.
one through, so
No, it's-
I don't know. trying to sound important. That's a 16.
You look around, and it's a very dark room, and you see now that what was blocking the door was a bunch of boxes and closets trying to barricade the door. And in the
Nice.
corner of the room, you see a young boy kneeling down, on the floor, trying to hide still, even though he knows that there's a group of
Aw.
people.
Hey guys, there's a kid.
What race is the kid?
What's your name? Talking to the little kid.
My name's Jonathan.
Where are your parents?
The elves came and my dad went to help, and my mum died a few years back, and I'm alone. My dad hasn't come back.
While this happens, I'd like to tell Knuckle to barricade the door behind us again.
Yeah, I'll start barricading.
I'll
Thanks,
go
Sam.
lean over, like crouch down, getting eye level with Jonathan, and be like, "Well, don't worry, we can keep you safe while your dad is out there."
what
I mean,
race is he?
Human.
So that's
Human.
sad.
He's just human.
Human.
Kid.
Okay. Sorry, missed that. Mind.
No worries.
I'm gonna back off because I'm terrifying with my mighty axe. Just like,
Yeah. Yeah, like,
Blood covered axe. as
yes,
well.
we may look a little scary.
My dad went to help the town.
fine.
Can I cast Prestidigitation to just clean up a bit of the blood from the party so we don't look quite as
Yeah,
terrifying?
sure.
Is it dark in here?
I mean, really,
It's
can't
pretty
really
dark.
see
Yeah,
it on
there's
my
nothing
skin.
lighting up the room. The only light coming in is the dim light that comes from like one of the torches down on the main road through like a crack in the wall.
I asked.
So I can see great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Asked
You,
Jonathan.
yes, you have a great time here while looking around.
I asked Jonathan, how long ago did your dad leave? How long has he been gone?
Well, a couple hours ago, he told me to put. Hang on, what did he say? Put things in front of the door and don't let anybody in. I tried, but you guys still came in.
He's dead.
Shh. Like,
Yes,
motion to like
he's
shut
not-
up
Need to hide
the
this kid.
tiefling.
Don't expect your father back anytime soon.
Dad, why? Why?
Shit.
What do you
Alright,
mean?
can I slap him real quick?
Yeah. Again, don't listen to him. He is unimportant, literally.
That's
Oh,
a
I'm
21 to
forgetting
hit.
my accent.
A 21 to hit. Are you serious?
roll,
Can I
Just a
get
friendly
roll?
tap. Just a friendly tap.
roll.
Friendly tap. You don't have to roll
Roll.
to hit if it's a friendly tap.
I mean, I do though.
Wait, you said you wouldn't
Could've
slap him, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
make you roll a
No,
d4
fuck
and
it.
half the
Let's
result.
do it.
Roll a
D4
d4
half.
and divide it by 2 at the end. The result.
Better roll a 1.
That's a 3. So
Alright, so you
One.
slap unimportant across the face, and he takes
But-
one. He takes 1 damage.
1.
I'm just gonna
fucking
look at him and
damage.
go,
I
you
just give him a
deserve that.
dirty fucking look.
That's a hard slap, dude.
Oh, the fuck
He,
yeah.
he cupped it a little bit. That's what it's a little bit of a cup.
I will
What
slap
do you
you
mean
with
my
my
dad's not
ring
coming
hand.
back? What do you mean?
Don't
He's
listen
stupid.
to
Don't
him.
listen
listen
to
to me
him.
back.
Don't listen to him. He is just very, very negative, and he says those kind of things to everyone. It means nothing. We
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
That's
We're
not
here-
negativity. That's perfectly realistic.
I just like do like one of these like zip gestures over like
Freeze
behind
mouth
me.
shut.
Oh,
towards
I'm
where the-
sorry. Let's give this child false hope that his father might at some point return, and so he stays here in this house and probably starves to death.
Okay, we're
I
not gonna
mean,
let
he's
it go
not
that
wrong.
far. Jesus.
That's a bit extreme.
Yeah, like again,
Jesus
I'm
Just
here,
Christ.
you know.
just
I
gonna.
can hear you just fine.
we are we are here to see what's going on and get rid of these nasty elves that happen to look a lot like our friend here. I'm gonna glance over.
Very
Well,
nasty.
It did look familiar a little bit.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm not
Um,
necessarily trying to get rid of
we
them.
will absolutely keep an eye out for your father and help him get back to you.
Can you give us a description of him?
Oh, he's very tall. He's like, and the kid starts jumping up. He's this tall, brown hair. I think he had his favorite axe with him. He wore what did he wear? I didn't pay attention. He wore some blue. He's looks like me, or I look like him. I guess.
What is
they
his
tell me.
name?
So we're looking for a tall man baby. Understood.
Oh, fuck.
What is his name?
What is a man, baby? What is? His name
Again,
Robert. He's called
Pretend
Robert.
he's not here. Okay, Robert.
Yeah, just
good.
ignore
I can play pretend real good.
Excellent. Play the best pretend you've ever played. This one, not here.
Doesn't
Not
matter.
here at all.
I
You
like
don't
playing
even see him.
Did
All
you say
right.
his name was Robert?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, you've done really well barricading the door and protecting yourself here for now. We're sorry we broke it. We will make sure to
No, it's
replace
okay.
that
I'll
when we
just
leave.
Try and I don't know.
It was it broken? I didn't
We
think
can
it was
hide him in the
broken.
boxes.
It didn't break. No.
This is
Like,
a
we can
great.
pack some boxes around him so he doesn't get found.
I mean, I can go upstairs and hide in my room, I guess. Something like.
Have you ever played hide and seek before?
Oh yes, I have. I'm pretty good at that one too, actually.
Let's play.
You don't seem it.
I have such a good version of that game. It's probably not great for
Oh,
this kid.
okay. So I'll go hide and what do we? How will I know if
You go hide and we'll count to 1,000.
Yeah, but how?
That's
If
not
you're gonna
high
look
enough,
for
though.
my father, how will I know that it's you knocking on the door or whatever? What if I?
I can
You
communicate
could.
with you via your mind, as
What?
example, and I will cast a message and say
That's not
like this
terrifying.
into his mind.
What? How did you? Can you speak without moving your lips?
Yes,
You
yes, he
teach me?
can. I guess that's how we'll let you know. Ideally, you may not have to see us again. We'll just send your father back to you. But
I like to take a
Yeah,
peek
that's
out the
okay.
windows, like if I can at all. see what's going on.
Most of the windows are barricaded shut from the outside. A lot of wooden boards just blocking
Okay.
view.
How much time has passed while we've been talking to Jonathan?
Couple minutes.
Okay, then do we want to, because I know also someone doesn't have any first level spells left, take a short rest and then hope in that time the
How do
people
you
that
know?
are looking for us. Sorry,
How did you know
sorry.
that, Laura?
Meta gamer.
The people that
Because he said verbatim, guys, I don't have any first level spells.
because I
left."
cast things. Instead, it's like, well, we know they are out in force looking for us right now. Why don't we take a short rest here while we found at least somewhere with a bit of protection, and then let their like heightened awareness they're looking for us die down. Let them maybe.
As a DM's note, short rests do not replenish spell slots.
It's not like I need spells anyway.
Oh.
Firebolt's the cantrip.
But they do replenish.
Oh.
both,
Yeah,
which I am
fireball's all we
lacking.
need.
Okay,
So
then
I
never
think
mind.
short rest might be nice. Since
Can we
I'm-
still take a
Would be
short
nice to
rest?
regenerate some hit dice though. For...
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
If you guys want to take a short rest, you can.
Okay.
Because those are
I'll
what,
be
like 2
like-
hour, 1 hour?
An hour.
An hour,
and
an
a
hour,
half,
yeah.
2 hours.
During this short rest, like I like finish off doing the like re-barricading the door and just like leaning against the door, like trying to listen out. just like trying to listen out as well.
Well, you guys can now use a hit dice to.
we can opt not
rest.
to.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
opt
you
not
can
to.
opt
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And the rules on a short rest, you
Um,
regenerate half of the hit dice
no,
used.
You don't. That's a long rest.
That's a long rest. I'm so sorry.
While you guys are all resting, you do hear a bunch of commotion outside. You can hear a lot of
We're trying to be
just
as quiet
outside
as possible.
over like from one elf to another. They're looking around. They seem to have lost you
Yes,
for now.
that was the
And
goal.
the sound seems to be going away from the house where you guys are at, and it seems to be returning towards the town square.
All right.
While we're resting, I want to keep Johnny happy by playing fetch with him using Mage Hand because I think a kid would like that.
He's
I
not
think
a
a kid would find that
dog.
Cool. No, I mean like catch. Like,
Oh,
being
okay, catch. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Catch.
Fetch. I was like,
Alright.
you're gonna
That's
throw
different than
things and he
fetch.
brings them back. When did he become a puppy?
No, using Mage Hand as the dog. Like he throws it, Mage Hand flies off. And...
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Got it. Got it. That's
Oh, okay.
cute.
I thought it was the other way around.
So
Like,
you
a kid
see,
would
you see
love
this,
that.
this magical hand just like
Yeah,
levitating
imagine how
around the
cool
room.
You'd see that like 5
and
minutes
and,
ago.
and and Johnny found a little roughed up ball, and he's just throwing it, and you see the hand just, and you can see a smile appear on Johnny's face, and you hear a little while he's throwing.
I also want to ask Johnny when the last time he ate was.
I ate some. I think. What time do you have brunch? Is that 9 in the morning?
Whenever you want it to be.
I
Do you?
swear.
Did your
I
dad
think I
leave
have
you?
brunch.
Did your dad leave you some food? Is there food in the house you can eat?
Oh yeah, we got
Okay.
food in, like in the pantry here.
Okay, good. Just
Well, what
checking.
about second breakfast?
I was about to say that.
Okay.
There's such a thing as second breakfast.
There's as many breakfasts as you
11's
want,
is-
Johnny. It's a whole new world.
Before or after or whatever this short rest, I want to look around the house and see if there's anything to take.
You fucking.
Wow!
You piece
You're
of
the
shit.
you're
All
the
right,
Sora
roll
of
an
this
investigation
campaign.
check.
No.
What
Can I-
investigation?
Bear in mind, I am accidentally, not intentionally, distracting Johnny.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
I?
Jonathan is like, all right, cool. I'm playing fetch, y'all. So yeah, you can roll investigation.
What'd you roll?
Okay.
Because I want to then. If it's
Investigation. Yeah.
logical,
That is 17.
can I roll a perception check to see if I catch what she's doing?
It depends. Are you trying to hide the fact that you're
Oh, yeah.
looking for stuff?
Not
Sorry,
really.
Not really. She's just going.
Not really.
Just
Yeah,
fucking
she's
go
just going
for it.
through cabinets. And
I'm
stuff.
just looking around. The kid's distracted. It's fine.
Okay. Well, then
So
while
you
you're
see her do
doing
this.
that, I'm just gonna walk over and be like, "Do you really think that is the best course of action? This poor kid, scared for his life, doesn't look like they have very much.
Yes, sir.
You're really gonna rob a child?
Do I overhear this?
No, I'm gonna rob his father. It's like,
I mean, you see-
probably,
you
like
see-
an orphan at this point, so there's like he has no use for this. What is it?
You see,
But
you
he
see,
will. His family will.
Arctan is just
look
actively
after
going
him.
through cupboards while this conversation is going on. So yeah, you see this happen.
Kistrin, let her do it. It's okay. It'll be fine.
No,
We might find something we could use.
No.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
All right. So you rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Going through most of the cupboards in the pantry, all the cupboards and stuff that haven't been smashed to pieces or destroyed by rubble because of the fact that there are damages to this house as well, and like holes in the roof and whatever. You find not a whole lot of stuff. They do seem to be lacking in supplies, whether that's been taken by the elves or they were lacking those supplies to begin with. You don't know. But you do find stashed away in one of the cabinets a healing potion.
Oh yeah. Okay. See, that was pretty useful.
Yeah, but what if they need that?
I need a bowl.
You just took a dude's head off in one swing. I think you're fine.
Well, he could have taken mine off.
All right,
Then
I'd like to take a,
A minor
peek
healing
outside the door
potion
now.
isn't gonna help with decapitation.
Like,
I
quick
hate to
little
break
peek.
it to
The
you.
door into the alleyway?
I mean,
It's fine.
it's
They have more
barricaded.
than I did growing up.
The one that you came in from is barricaded. There's
I've
also
rebarricaded
there is
the
also
one.
a door that leads out to the front of the house, but that's also
Yeah.
both doors barricaded.
What's the front one barricaded by?
Rubble from a partially collapsed roof.
Okay, so I'll start moving the boxes from the back one since we're gonna have to go out anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave eventually, so.
And,
And we'll
then
just tell
take-
Jonathan to barricade it again behind us after we leave.
Okay.
Okay, so you take a peek. Roll perception.
That's 12.
You don't see anything. You don't hear anything besides the guttural moans further away than they were before. So, from what you can tell, the elves might have fucked off somewhere else.
All right, I'll see
Is
if I
it
have
safe for us to
guys.
leave?
I think it's time to go. We need to.
Sounds
get
good.
out.
Again,
Alright,
as everyone's leaving, and I'll go back over, like kneel towards Johnny and be like, "All right, we're gonna go out and and do some more searching now. Make sure you barricade the door behind us, just like you did before."
Yes, and if you find my dad, could you please tell him to come home?
Absolutely.
My dad told me men aren't scared, but I'm just a boy and I'm a little scared.
Fucking
I
stove.
yell like from like the other side of the room, like no matter what happens, you'll be fine. Like
Okay,
While we are gone,
Chill
Jenny,
out.
treat it like a game of hide and seek.
I will.
Try
yes,
to
I'll-
stay
I'll
hidden
hide.
as best as you can.
Well,
All right,
okay,
I'd like to climb
yes.
back on the rooftop to get a better view.
But
if you lose, you die.
That is.
So Johnny goes
15.
upstairs to hide somewhere. He's gone.
15.
15. Takes you a little while. But you manage to climb the way back up the rooftop.
Okay. Can I now get a better view of
For what
anything
perception
moving
check?
around or anything at all? That's better. That's a 21.
Okay. You can see the town square.
Okay.
You can see a group of 6 Drow Elves just patrolling the town square, keeping an eye on everything. You can see that the big elf that was there before that they mentioned, or that you may have seen yourself, I forget, is not there anymore.
Okay.
And you also see 4 Drow Elf archers on the roof of the big building that wasn't really damaged.
Right. How far away is that building? And is there open? It's across the town square, right?
It's across the town square, yeah.
So you have to skirt the edges.
Town square is about like 80 feet from the beginning to the big building. The patrol
Okay.
is patrolling just around the square, and those 4 elves are bows drawn on the rooftop of that building.
How far away from the square is our building?
There's a couple of houses between this one and the town square.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and climb back down.
Alright.
What do your half-elf eyes see?
Not gonna acknowledge that. It looks like there's one patrol going around the square itself, 4 archers on top of the bigger building at the other side of the square. I think if we skirted around the edges, we might be able to avoid both and maybe
Okay.
sneak into the bigger building.
How many in the patrol?
4 in the patrol, 4 archers on the rooftop.
Is there any way we could take out the archers on the rooftop before we get close to that building? Looking at our
If we have enough
ranger
bows,
here.
maybe.
We're like, how confident are you that you could take him out with one shot?
Pretty.
So we might alert them though. So
Yeah, that might alert
It's a risk.
the others.
if we could just sneak right past them, that'd be great.
True. Just an idea.
I agree. Alright, well, I'll start like leading the way, sneaking around the left side of the buildings over to the bigger building.
I will follow.
Yeah.
Not
so-
all of us are quite so proficient in the more subtle arts, though.
Firebolt's stealthy, right?
Very,
Totally
Yes.
so.
very, very, yes.
Big fuck off moves.
That's
Absolutely.
So what are you guys doing?
stealth.
I'd like to start
Stealthing.
stealthing around the left side. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm following.
Alright, just roll a stealth check.
yeah. That's a 18 for me.
14 for me.
10.
1 second. I'll be right back in a
Okay.
second.
13 for
but
me.
I got a 12.
I got a 2.
Oh.
God damn.
What did you roll?
Well.
What'd you roll, Laura?
13.
13. Alright.
I'll just stay and guard Johnny. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, why don't you
See,
just
like-
say babies?
You're
Nah,
like whistling a
seeing
tune as you
as,
go.
seeing
It's like,
as all other rolls were above 10, I'll count your stealth as a success as well. So you guys all managed to stealth up
Woo.
and go where you guys are going.
Hood up.
So what do you guys do? Stealth it up?
Yeah, go around.
So we're
I'll
picking
start
our way
leading towards
around the
left side.
edges
Yeah.
towards that tower? That's the plan?
Yeah.
Well, it's like a
That's what I was
town
thinking.
hall or
What
something,
Yeah,
right?
like
Tower?
one building away from the town
But like
square.
the big main building, right?
Yeah.
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 That's like across the town square. That's
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, yeah, we
around
wanted
the
to
left
sneak
side
around the edge of the
building
square.
edge. Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys make it to the edge of the square, you can see the Drow Elf patrol. Bunch of corpses everywhere. Non-Drow Elf, mostly, just mostly humans and whatever else lived in this village. You managed to sneak across or like along the first like quarter of the square, and then you have to cross over a pretty lit up path to get to the other side. So I want you guys to roll another stealth check.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I'm getting worse.
Are you sure you want me to do this to me?
That's a
You did
23 on stealth.
Oh no!
What do you roll?
Burn that dice. It's
Oh
melting.
no! Was it
Oh.
2?
Yeah,
two,
it's two.
one.
Number 2.
Another 2. I got another 10. So
I
got
rolled
11.
Fuck you to burn. that
Ash,
dice,
what did
dude.
you roll?
23.
23.
Yeah, boy.
I got
Not a
10.
nat 20?
No. 19 plus 4.
Shit, you have a +4?
So I have
I got
plus
plus-
4
I
at
got
stealth
plus
too,
five
and
on
I got an
stealth, dude.
11.
Got the
Stop.
sweet plus 0.
Embarrass yourself.
Okay. So you guys all try to make it across this lit up path. There's a little bit of distance between your group and the patrol, and the archers are also not looking in your direction. And you all make it across, and then Tremarius tries to do the same thing, and he trips, falls with a lot of noise, and the Drow Elves turn around. There's quite some distance, and all they see right now is one furbolg on the floor, and the rest of you guys, they don't see it. So.
Play dead.
And they're all, and the patrol of 6 is going your way, and the 4 archers on the roof are training their bows. Like,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'd like to.
Is this okay? I don't know if combat is inevitable. I'm very scared.
So is there any way we can get creative and avoid, or at least do something about some of them before?
I mean, there are
combat
corpses
happens?
everywhere.
Give me a
If they
second,
only
give me a
see the fireball, you could just play dead, right?
I cast message, and I can only speak to one person. So I will message Kizaran, since she's supposed to have interact with most in the party. And I will whisper, and nobody can overhear the whisper. And I will say, wait,
Oh.
I'll say, wait and see what happens. If they try and take me prisoner, that might be for the best. Only join combat if they try to kill.
Okay. So then I'll
So
quickly.
this is a fight we should avoid at all costs.
Okay, so as as the message starts appearing in my head, I kind of do like hold hand up to the group to let them know that something's going on, and like point to my head, hoping they maybe get the gist. And then when the message finishes, guys, I think Tremaris wants us to stay hidden. He says it actually might work out for the best if he gets taken prisoner, and avoiding combat's probably the best idea in this scenario, and I'm inclined to agree.
I feel like looking around, they're not ones to take prisoners, but
Well,
better
as
than all
this
of us.
as this group of 6 Drow Elves make their way towards this furbolg on the floor, they look at each other. They communicate a little bit.
Can you make
they
yourself
don't
look
say-
bloodier or dead
They
somehow?
don't say anything. They look at each other, exchange looks, and as that happens, you hear a loud roar from the other side of town,
Oh god.
and the elves turn around and they immediately go that way. And I want. No, you guys can't see what's happening. Okay, so they run away. They run away from you, and they just
Oh, that
go
was
and deal
close.
with that.
Did the archers run as well?
Yeah, they have the archers.
Yeah, they're all looking. They're all looking at what the hell just caused that massive roar.
Is
My
Tremaris-
Tremaris?
motion
or
towards
running.
Tremors to go.
The
Yeah, I was gonna.
six-
I kind of start going
the
like this.
patrol of
Tremaris, like,
6 is running before archers on the roof just turn around and are looking in the direction of where the sound came from, and they're looking away from Tremors now.
I don't know if he could see, but so I'd kind of start going like this, like gesturing,
Yeah,
like,
so-
come on. Not saying
Yeah,
anything though, because I don't want to make noise.
I will get up and hobble over to the rest of the group.
As long as I can make sure that the 6 are not coming back, I want to fire at one of the archers that's on the building.
Lara Croft style. Do it.
Tremors makes his way over to where you guys are, and you wait a couple of seconds to see what's happening, to see if they're coming back or not. And the patrol doesn't seem to be coming back. Try and roll a perception check to have a clearer situation sense of what's going on.
20. Yeah, 20.
Okay, so you see and hear the following: at the other edge of the town square, you see 1 Goliath and 2 Dragonborn charging at this patrol of 6 Drow Elves, and the Goliath just belts,
Oh.
"You think you can take our town and just live to tell the tale?" And they're engaging, and they're in a fight. That is what's going on right now.
All right, let me shoot at one of the guys on the building.
All right, roll.
As I
roll
see
attack.
unimportant to string his bow, I'd like to do the same.
Okay, you both roll an attack.
Shoot.
10.
23.
Misses. All right, so you guys both load up your bow with an arrow, and you aim at the 2 archers closest to your side of the square. Unimportant arrow just flies over. They
Wouldn't you have
don't
advantage
really
'cause it's-
seem to hear the arrow fly over because of the commotion that's going around, and you see them
Thank goodness.
unloading arrows on the group that has now suddenly entered the battlefield. And then Ash actually does manage to strike 1 elf with an arrow. Roll damage.
5.
Oh, that's not gonna be enough.
Okay. So you strike one of the. I got the hiccups, man. Like all night. Jesus Christ. One of the elves in like the back of his leg, and he turns around to see where the hell that came from, as he's still like also busy with what the hell's going on the other side. And he looks back, and he definitely sees you.
Oh fuck.
And he turns around and, as the only one, and starts aiming his bow at you. And at that point, I want you guys to roll initiative.
Ay.
Nat 1.
Fuck.
Really?
I will
Yep.
never roll good on initiative for my whole life. Fun fact.
Oh, thank God I have advantage.
20.
You get advantage on initiative? Fucking
Yeah, dude. Mystic
That
curse,
one
bro.
for Lazan. What does that? What does that have with your bonus? Like, what does that total?
4, I think. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, you can't technically fail initiative.
Yeah, so you still got your bonus.
You don't
I
get
just
to
figured Nat
attack.
1 would always make you last, you know?
Well, technically, you can do
not
your bonus.
necessarily, no. All right, so 20 plus. Initiative.
Wait, I got like 20, so.
Okay.
Hey.
yeah.
That works.
Look at that.
15 to 20.
17.
Okay.
should be
Oh,
me.
guys, this is bad.
10 to 15.
12. Yeah.
Oh, guys, this is bad.
This-
5 to 10.
Hey.
7.
I got a
7?
I got a 6.
7, 6.
I mean, I
What
would have had
the
a nat one
fuck?
too.
Okay, quick deviation. Someone in chat just said they were using roll 20 for a D&D campaign, and their rogue got 5 crit rolls in a row.
That's wild.
That's bullshit.
Cheaters.
Cheating. RNG.
One. Does anyone have under 5? Or am I not counting correctly?
Me.
Duke
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had your nat 1, of course. Sorry.
is
never mind.
4.
All right.
Straight up.
This is bad.
All right.
That's
Oh,
That'll make. Hang on. Roll for that elfie boy. I already did roll for that elfie boy. Okay.
There are.
Octanus. There's an elf on a rooftop aiming their bow at one of your group mates. What are you doing?
how far are they?
A good 60 feet.
60. Okay.
60, yeah.
I'm gonna throw a javelin.
Okay.
Please be high. Please be high. Please be high. Oh. So that's. What am I rolling?
An attack roll.
Attack. That's 19. Cool.
Okay,
I got
that hits.
another roll.
That hits.
Okay.
Let's
roll
do it,
damage.
Hanzo. It's a new team name.
Which one is my damage? That's a 6.
Okay. What's your roll?
2 damage.
Okay. You just throw a javelin in the direction of the Drow Elf on the roof, and because of the fact that they are a little higher up, so your throw didn't really account to that, you managed to just hit him, and it just scabs past his leg, and that he's bleeding a little bit, but he kind of shrugs it off and just keeps focusing on you guys as a group now at this point. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Dramatis.
Okay, so how many can I see at the moment from where I am?
You can see the 4 on the roof.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Really
just the
clearly?
archers we're fighting with because the 6
Okay.
ran off.
But of the 4 on the roof, the only one looking your way is the guy that got hit by Ash. The other ones are too busy focusing on the group of 3.
How far
individuals.
away is the roof?
A good. The roof?
Mm-hmm.
You said
Like
60.
if you it's, the guy on the roof is about 60 feet away. The roof
Okay.
starts a little earlier, but he's 60 feet away from you.
Firebolt.
There you go.
Uh,
When in doubt.
23. I'm gonna guess that
23.
hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
1 damage.
Unfortunate.
But you actually
So I
fucking
still,
nailed
I still did better.
Nailed him
Shit.
for 1 damage.
All
So
right.
you hit
feel
him,
a
you hit
little
him
bit
right in
better.
the head, but with a matchstick, basically.
Yeah, literally, you lob another firebolt at the elf looking at.
It's just
you
like
guys.
shrinking as it travels.
And as it travels, you can see the bolt just smaller and smaller until it's like this tiny little,
Ember.
like coin-sized ball of fire, and it hits him on the face. You see like a little, tss, and he's just like, what? Not really prepared for that, but he's still standing. He's going. He's powering through.
Oh,
Well, I
God.
feel better.
Ash. Catch him. Battle sound.
Short bow, man, I guess.
All right.
That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That is 6 damage.
Okay, so you ready another arrow, and this time try to aim a little higher, and you let an arrow go, and it just sends, and it hits him in the shoulder, and because of the impact that he didn't really see coming, he actually falls, tumbles off the roof, and all you can hear is just a
And a Wilhelm scream.
and a Wilhelm scream.
Oh!
And looking over to where he fell, you can see that there is now a Drow Elf broken neck on the curb of
Fuck
the road.
buddy.
The other elves still not interested in you. They're still focusing on.
Alright, so as that,
Interesting
I'm gonna
looking
say,
individuals.
guys, let's go take him out for him. We can get
I
up
suppose we could just make a run for the town hall.
there. We
could.
but
You could. Yeah. They
Or we
are
could help these
on the
guys
town
out.
hall though.
Yeah, but they're distracted, you know.
Okay.
They.
I don't know.
All right.
What's
Well,
the
whoever's up
verdict?
next initiative. I mean, it's.
You want to kill some more people?
Not really.
Kinda.
Fuck yeah.
I'm always down for a little bit of murder.
After that, I'd
so-
like to use my movement to go start going towards the body. It's like a nice ground
Okay.
arrows.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you can.
I mean, I won't make it there, but
Corpse is like the tumble down.
Yeah,
is
I'm
50
just moving
away
30
from you,
feet towards
so,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you get closer to the corpse, you can see that the two Dragonborn and the Goliath are doing heavy damage on the group of the patrol. There's already two people of the patrol are already dead.
Ooh.
There's a patrol of 4 left.
Ooh.
They are.
Wait a
going in.
minute, guys. I know this is a complete 180 from what I said before, but think about it, we could do the perfect like hammer anvil war scenario right now because they are focused. They're being fought from this side. We come up behind and start fighting them from this
Flank.
side, and they're sandwiched in. Yeah, but I was it hammer and the
Disadvantage,
anvil because like right now they're the anvil. We're about to be
Well,
the
whose
hammer.
town is
and-
it?
I think we should take out the archers first, though.
We could do
Yes.
both.
You guys are.
I mean, the barbarians
not
can't really do much about the
necessarily
archers.
engaged in combat now, so I'll let
Yeah.
you guys move
Okay.
freely for a bit.
All right, well, I'd say send the barbarians to help deal with the
Well,
people on the ground. Or
Hearing that it's a Dragonborn, I like run over like.
Two
Yeah,
of them.
because
I'm
also
like,
we
"Boy!"
could then this
Alright.
Goliath and Dragonborns could become our allies after this for a while since we just helped them take out these Drow. So
I'm torn between my desire to kill as few
Yeah.
of the possessed people as possible, but also my desire to help our allies or potential allies.
You're just there like this.
yep.
I want to start running over to the roof and start climbing up to the archers.
I'm gonna run around the corner and like.
Well, that's a pretty steep roof. That will
Is it?
require you. Yeah, that's a pretty. You can try athletics.
Let's go
but,
for it.
It's a toughie,
Well, thank God I rolled good. That's an 18.
but not for Ash. He assesses the roof and he just without really thinking, you see Ash just
Parkour.
zip up on the roof and he's there. And now you are behind 3 Drow Elves that have not really
Yep.
paid attention to you. You're right behind them.
Mhm.
Roll stealth check to see how quietly. You
this mystic is blowing my mind, dude. Like,
Dude,
Hmm?
it's just good rolls today, man. This is fucking nuts.
It's the new dice.
My stats are. Dude, it could be. It could be. They're rolling really well.
The new
That's
dice.
an
Man.
18 as well.
All right, they have not noticed you there yet.
Fuck yeah. All right. Can I go up behind one of them and just like slit his throat, like straight up? Fuck
Why
yeah,
not,
let's do
man?
it.
Roll
I'm gonna grab
attack.
the nearest one and just fucking drag
Roll
my
attack.
dagger across his neck.
oh wait, before can anyone who doesn't have some kind of ranged weapon go get stuck in with the.
Well, I've already run around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nicole's already gone.
I was
Say, 'cause
fuck
I
it,
have
I'm
ranged-
going.
Well, I would
I'm giving Ash this since
'Cause
he's
he
stealthy up
leapt
there,
up,
and
yeah.
after that I'll just roll initiative for all of you.
All right.
Fucking
That's
moron.
17 to hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
That's 10 damage total.
Okay. Hang on.
Do you get a stealth attack or anything?
He's not a
Sneak attack?
rogue.
I'm
I'm not a rogue, so I don't get anything like that. I don't think.
Multi-class.
I'm thinking about it.
Hang on.
Fuck.
Hang on.
Yeah,
I love my old
dagger.
I
rogue.
was like, Soko just enjoys rogues far too much.
Dude, they do so much damage on sneak attack, though. That's the thing.
Because that's their whole
Okay.
thing.
I know.
You manage to sneak up on this Drow elf, and instead of slitting his throat, he kind of struggles a little bit, and you just manage to jab him in his chest from behind, and he
Oh.
turns around, but he's so he's surprised. He does not know how to act. He's like, what the fuck? So him and both of his allies just turn around, surprised, like, oh, the shit, and they just all look at you with a look of where the f did this guy come from?
That's him crying in agony. We can hear in the
Yeah.
background.
Exactly. So
Is it an initiative then?
I want all of you to quickly let me know, what are you guys doing? Are you guys running towards?
I'm-
I want to shoot a.
I was gonna say
drow
I
archer.
I like unimportance
Okay,
plan.
so yeah, just positioning wise, are you moving closer towards the group, or are you
I'm-
still?
Basically, I'm gonna be like running around, so I guess, face to face with the other Dragonborns. I don't know. I don't know where they are positioned, but to
If
be
you were to
there.
use your dash as an action,
Yeah.
you'll
yeah, pretty much so I could be like
you'll be
there.
around 20 feet away from the battle that's ensuing. Yeah.
Am I like behind the Dragonborns, behind the other Drow?
You're behind the Drow. The
Drow.
the two Dragonborns and the Goliath are fighting him, and you're flanking the entire.
Yeah, because
Drow.
they
Okay,
ran
so,
away
like-
Yeah.
from us.
Oh, okay.
Hammer.
to fight.
As
And-
I,
You're about 20 feet away from that group.
Okay,
now,
as
if
I
you
like
dash
run
towards them.
around, I assume they can't see me. I'm like, don't want to miss this party by setting Draconic. I'm
Okay.
like,
Okay.
don't want to miss this party.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. All of you guys are moving towards him. And
I'm gonna
I'm
stay
staying
back
put.
with Duke because I also have ranged weapons, so we can focus on the archers while the barbarians run forward and do the melee.
Okay. Cool. Roll initiative.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh shit, we're all rolling
12.
initiative again.
I rolled
Yeah, actually,
better
I
than I have
don't
before,
know,
but still
nice.
not great.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
Also, while rolling initiative, Dutch, someone in chat says you have a good DM.
Got him.
Fucking dad.
And he ruined it.
Yep, now we take it back.
That's
Rescinded.
what I'm known. That's what I'm known for. All right. So initiative 20 plus.
Fucking hell, guys.
15 to 20.
16.
18.
So Mars with an 18.
Can't roll stealth, but can roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
You're aware, but you're not very stealthy.
10 to 15.
13.
I rolled 11.
12.
Oh no.
5 to 10.
Oh no.
8.
I thought you weren't gonna talk for a second.
Yeah, I was like, oh
yeah.
god. Okay. And I'm just gonna quickly do like, how many guys are there? Like 6? 6 initiative rolls. All right. Cool.
Yeah. No. 7.
3 on the roof. 3 on the roof.
Three on the roof,
And
4 on
4.
the
Yeah.
ground.
7. Shit. You're right.
Plus
Wait,
you have
did
the
you
3
say
NPCs.
Didn't you say that 2 of them had died?
Yeah, there were
No,
6
yeah,
first.
2.
There were
There's
6
Oh,
first
okay,
and
my
sixth.
bad. My bad.
Plus there's the
Fucking
Goliath and the 2 Dragonborn as well.
Yeah. And it's
Jesus Christ.
my new best friends, I think you find.
Or the guys that kill you.
How many d20s do you have?
I have like a bunch, but I gotta write them down as well, so I might as well just fucking.
I mean, I have 8 with me right now.
What is
Yeet.
that?
Alright. There we go. Do.
Other comment from chat says, well, if he's this good at DM now, in a few months he's gonna be awesome. Like,
Listen,
I
dude, I
concur.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Listen, no, Dutch doesn't need his horn blown anymore. All right.
Well, no, because that's what you're there for.
Duke does enough blowing for Dutch all the time.
Alright. So
Duke's
we are now
face.
in a pretty hectic. Oh, I got to roll initiative for those 3 fucks as well, huh?
There's gonna be
Yep.
so many characters in this fight. There's the 6 of us,
Yeah.
plus
there's-
3
this is,
NPCs, plus 7.
Yeah, let's just hope.
like
Let's
whatever
just hope we cut
enemies.
down some elves pretty quick. to
Yeah,
waste
because
half of these
otherwise it's gonna
rolls
be a
and-
nightmare.
Hopefully you guys can help me get rid of those guys on the
Fucking
roof,
fire,
dude.
I'm
Otherwise
gonna
I'm
cut you.
fucked. I'm gonna get fucked on that roof, dude. I just thought about that.
That's what she said.
Just now thinking about this.
They just all turn like.
Well, not
I don't know.
unless Unimportant and I manage to just be Legolas down here and like take them out
Alright,
before they can do
Cool.
anything.
Alright, initiative, boys. First up, one of the elves in combat with the group of Dragonborn / Goliath is gonna just whip out a sword attack on the Dragonborn in front of him. But he misses, so we're just gonna go over that real quick. Then one of the elves on the roof do not get an action yet because they're surprised. So that takes it to Tamaris. That takes it to Tamaris.
You'll never guess what I want to do.
You have. I'm gonna just guess and say you're gonna go with a firebolt.
Crap. It's all I have. It's all I can do. My other spells are Prestidigitation, Mage Hand, and Message, which are all useless in combat.
Dude, just mage hand one of those guys off the roof. do it.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
Oh my fuck.
Mage Hand has no force. Right? It
It's
can
not
lift like
like-
tiny weights, like 10 pounds or something.
Oh.
It's like
Mage hand isn't that
Bigby's hand.
powerful. Bigby's hand
Yeah.
is a lot more powerful. Yeah.
18 to hit.
whichever one you're aiming for, but which one?
Yeah,
are
I'm
you?
gonna aim for one of the archers because there's a lot more people on the floor to kill the melee guys than there are people who can deal with the archers. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then I cocked my dice for damage, assuming an 18
Don't do that.
hits.
That's a bad
Yeah,
idea.
that hits. Understood.
5 damage.
All right. So you lob a firebolt up to the roof to just the nearest elf that you can hit. And
Oh, I need to put the battle music
Now-
on. Shit.
now that you're at a distance, you actually do not get blinded by the fact that there's this bright yellowish orangish light, and you see the elf stepping back, brush off his shoulder, and looks at you now, and he's like, when did this all go wrong?" You can see in his eyes, you can see what happened. Everything was going well. We had the entire town. All of a sudden, these fuck-offs from that side, and then these fuck-offs from that side. What the fuck? That's all going on. You can always read that up.
My spell looks significantly less impressive from a distance.
Okay. So that was your turn, assuming you don't want to move anywhere.
No, I am happy. Far away.
Right. Ash.
Alright, dude. Fucking dagger in this motherfucker. So watch
Dagger,
that.
dagger. The same one you already daggered before?
Yeah.
Roll
I mean,
one.
I'll at least use the first dagger. See if
Roll one first, yeah, just in case.
Yeah. That's a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Wait, that's the wrong dice. That hits for 5 damage.
Okay. You take the one dagger and just try to jam it in the chest area of the guy that you already weakened. And as you do that, you just stab him in the chest, and he drops to his knees, and you remove the dagger, and you just see him tumble off the roof
Oh, fuck.
as the life
Nice.
force escapes him.
His body off.
You can
Alright,
still roll your second attack to hit
Yeah,
one of the
I
other
stab
two.
the next one
Oh,
over, I guess. Actually, I'll stab the one that Hanzo hit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That's
Yep.
15 to hit.
that hits.
Woo, that's 6 damage.
Kick.
Shit.
All right. So as you see one elf tumble down the roof, you step closer to the one that's already looking a little toasted, and you just throw the dagger up in the air, catch it, and just fucking jam it in his shoulder. And you see him.
Man, the
Get
number of shoulders
pushed
that get
down.
wrecked in this
I was gonna
game
say.
is uncanny.
Listen, dude.
This is the way war works.
This is the way.
Opposite shoulders.
He's looking very rough,
Okay.
and he still
Like a man's shoulder,
can't
dude.
do shit about it because he's surprised.
I used to be a drow like you until I took an arrow to his shoulder.
6 damage. 6 or 5.
I took firebolt to face.
Fun.
All right. Now one of the two Dragonborn gets to have some fun.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna look at one of the guys on the roof, and he is going to cast magic missile, which automatically hits. He summons him at second level, so 4 glowing darts just appear around him, and they all just go for
Lit.
one of the 2 elves on the not the elf that already got damaged by the firebolt. The other guy, it's still relatively untouched. That is 1, 2, 3, 44. Where's my
Oh no. I hit a button.
44? No.
Sorry guys. My bad.
Mm,
I hit a button and fucked up the cameras for a second, but they're fine now.
Oh, what the?
Good job, Laura.
Um,
Appreciate it.
And
Oh,
as you see, all these darts just shoot right through him. You see 4 gaping holes left behind by these magic missiles, and the Drow Elf just collapses and falls off the roof,
Rip.
dead.
Ripping pepperonis.
Yeah, what color are the Dragon Balls, by the way?
The Dragonborns
Ooh, good
are. Give me a
Purple.
second.
I don't think that's actually a
Dragon Ball
color.
It's not.
Red,
That's,
gold, and green.
One of them is white skinned, and the other one has a red skin.
Ooh. One's named Sora.
What colour were the magic missiles?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Totally important information.
They were purple.
It's the Mace Windu of this universe.
Actually, I
Alright.
think they were octarine. I think.
Nice.
A little bit. So that's gonna be his turn. And now it is.
What was the hex code for their color?
I'm gonna fucking slap you.
Can I have that in RGB?
Hey, let's.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna just beef up these guys real quick. Just buff the.
Tiamat comes down from the sky.
Tiamat
Tiamat, yeah.
comes down and just utterly destroys everyone.
Oh shit, that's not a building, that's a Tarrasque.
Lightning strikes.
Rocks full.
I
up in the ground.
think now it's. There's so many people on my initiative list, by the way, guys. It's.
I know there's a lot of people for you to keep
Makul,
track of
you
right
rolled
now.
a 13, correct?
Yeah, I rolled 13.
Okay, then it's your turn. Yeah, there you
Aces. Right, I'm gonna run up to one of the 4 Drow that are with the rest of these Dragonborn boys, and
Hi.
I'm going to bonus action rage.
go.
Rage.
Ooh,
I would like to do the rage,
I
and
would like to rage.
I'm
I
gonna
would
go
like to
hit
rage.
shit.
It's gonna hit shit.
Yeah.
Fucking hit shit.
For a 20, but unnatural.
No.
Dirty 20.
It still hits though. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
For how does maths work? 14 points of damage.
14.
Mhm.
You run up behind the group of Drow Elves, eyes just red with rage, and you take your maul and you just hit one
Pick
of
up the
them
kneecaps.
in their side, in their
Just
for the
hit
kneecaps.
him.
Yeah,
Just
it's going
like-
for like bottom half. Like,
All right,
take
okay,
out-
so you
take
hit him
out
in the
hits,
kneecaps,
take
and
out
you
hits.
just and with that swing, you just see one of the legs just break off and flies away, and the Drow Elf just falls on the floor, and he's just there, looking very rough, looking at you with just fear.
I've got a
on his
history of
face.
removing body parts,
Fear,
my dude.
just
That's
He's just-
Looking very rough.
looking very rough. One leg gone, and
That's
made
one way
that-
to describe
I
it.
made an amputee, boys. Let's go.
he's literally fucking amputated him. All right.
That's our turn.
Then it is the last remaining boy on the roof, who doesn't have a turn
And
because he's
on a
surprised.
Yeah. Get
So it was
fucked,
on.
archers.
Yo, let me shoot that one surprise dude.
On the roof? On
Yes.
the roof?
Oh, nat one.
No.
Oh no! Oof,
Okay.
it's coming.
Oh, please make me shoot Soko.
No! No!
You shoot an arrow,
Uh oh.
and
Uh-oh.
you just see it, and you
Uh-oh.
because they're pretty close together.
Uh-oh.
I need Ash to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, fucking kill him.
You accidentally load up
He's
a
gonna knock
gun
you
with
off
your
the
bow
roof.
instead of an
That's
arrow.
just like straight dex, right? Or
Just a dexterity saving throw, yeah.
Whatever your saving throws box on your sheet says.
that's a 15?
Okay. You manage to look around and you see the arrow coming your way, and you do like a Neo from the Matrix. You're like, whoa!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dodge out of the way, and you see the arrow just fly past you. But he didn't hit you, but he also didn't hit the enemy.
Yeah, we're gonna have words about that later.
Giseran.
I am also gonna get my longbow and aim for that last one on the roof.
The last roofy boy. Alright.
There's only one left on there?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I rolled not a natural 20, but a 20.
That
A
hits.
dirty 20.
A dirty
A
20.
dirty 20.
Longbow is D8 plus 2. For 5 damage.
Okay. So you see the arrow that unimportant unloads just completely almost fuck everything up, and with that
But
you're
not quite.
you're dedicated to show him how it's done, and you ready your bow and you take aim and you let an arrow fly and just hit these last remaining Drow from the roof, right between the eyes. And you see him
Yeah!
just-
Get fucked.
Ash, how much health are you on? Did you heal up from
So wait,
that?
did I kill him?
I healed all the way to full with my hit dice.
Oh, okay.
Did I
Oh,
kill
good.
him? Because he's off the
Yeah, he's dead. He just-
Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck
Gone.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So
But
the
I
roof is not
lost an
clear of
arrow.
Drow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, rest
Uh-oh.
in
We lost
peace. Rest in peace, Dutch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's back.
He's
He's back.
Welcome back.
So yeah, the roof is clear of elves. All you see now is an ash.
Now
on
it's
the
just the
roof.
melee ones on the ground.
Correct.
Well, we got rid of your
Um,
archers for you. You're welcome.
All right. So now it is Actanis.
Oh yeah, I finally get to attack something.
Yeah.
Boy,
Oh
come
yeah.
join me.
I'm gonna attack whatever's closest with my huge axe.
I'm gonna say that you
Can I do that?
followed Nakul to
Yeah.
walk towards the action before the initiative round started. So
Yeah.
you can walk up to you can pretty much choose either the one closest to you is the guy that lost a leg and is on the floor kind of flailing around trying not to bleed out. But there's also just a line of 3 Drow Elves that
There's
are
a line
still
of 3.
going.
I don't
so
care, I
pick
just want
one.
to attack one of them.
Okay, cool. Just roll an attack.
Okay. Attack. Why am I always do that? 19.
That hits.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Roll your damage. Damage.
Must Well.
Okay, so you walk up behind one of the elves and you just get your great axe out and you just slam one right into the back, and as you remove your axe, you can see a big gaping wound, and the drow turns around. You can see that he was not expecting this, and his eyes just say danger, fear, what the fuck. And he's looking extremely rough. Looking very rough. You guys are doing
Hey.
fuckloads of damage. Okay. Coolio. Then it is one of the swordy boys. Gonna go for an attack on the big Goliath, and he rolls a natural 20.
Ooh, buddy.
So he takes his long sword and he just goes for a swing across this really tall Goliath's chest. Hits him for fuck all, because my rolls suck. Literally, rolls a natural 20, right? So you're like, oh, I can double my damage. Hits him for 5 damage.
It was like me
So,
earlier, rolling the 23 to hit and then 1 for damage.
Yeah, exactly. So, because of the fact that the Goliath is just a really hardy person, the sword does drag like slices across the chest, and it starts bleeding a little bit. And all you can see in the Goliath is just a smile on his face as he's having a really good time bashing these guys.
Give us no fucks.
Okay. And then I'm gonna say that the other guy that's bleeding on the floor with a leg gone doesn't have an action this turn.
I would say it's probably incapacitated.
So the other Dragonborn can now let out an attack. And he
Welcome back.
is going to get to the side so that no one is in their immediate vicinity. And he's going to cast Scorching Ray,
Uh oh. That doesn't sound
where
good.
he looks at he can pick 3 targets and hurls a big just ray of flame at each one of them.
A dragon or an Apache helicopter?
He needs to roll a spell attack for each though. So.
I'll have you
Yeah.
know I identify as an attack helicopter.
Oh man.
Thanks. So that's a big dice.
brothers?
Doesn't hit. Misses all of them. As you see, just 3 rays of fire just
What the fuck is the dragon?
fly up
shit?
in the sky, not really hitting anything. And you can hear him under his breath go in Draconian.
Oh shit! What did he
Damn
say?
it, I wish I
understand
knew what that
God
meant.
fucking damn it!
Nice.
Very important. Very important.
Which god? Hold on.
Stop.
It's a 50-50 team
alright,
out of
so-
4.
Yeah, he didn't really hit a boy. So that makes it the Goliath's turn,
Oh baby.
and he likes to get angry with it.
Shouldn't he already be angry?
What?
Raging.
That's a barbarian. Not all Goliaths are barbarians, please. This is a common
That's
misconception.
racist.
That's
yeah,
racist.
It's cultural appropriation. So it's fine.
Not all barbarians
he
can be
he
frogs,
has
okay?
a long sword out, and he
Wow, that's amazing. Good job, dude.
What? Oh,
Beautiful.
sorry.
Sorry, you were talking.
One more.
Okay.
And also misses. Are you fucking me? So as literally, as he goes for a swing at the drow that's immediately in front of him, the drow manages to jump out of the way in time for the sword to just pass along.
Hey, at least Eiffel 65 are doing good, right, guys?
Nah.
This episode is going great.
Yikes. Okay, then
It's a good
there's
thing Dutch
one
didn't.
more Drow Elf with a sword that can go for an attack, but rolls in that one, and he just drops his sword on the floor because he needs it.
Dutch,
fumbled,
okay,
it was like,
you,
ugh.
you need to send your dice to
Dude,
fucking
it's 'cause-
jail,
I've
dude.
been
Dice
rolling
jail.
like 3 different dice.
It's because he
Dice
critted me.
jail.
No way, dude.
It's because he
Maybe
critted
that's
me.
why, dude.
Top of the round,
Stumbles and falls on his own sword.
the one
Morris.
sword wielding elf that isn't a total fuck up is going to.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, we
did.
don't know that yet.
He already rolled an attack and hit, so he's like literally the only guy that
Oh.
did something that round.
Wow, I killed 2 guys.
Also misses. What's going on? I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm
I'm
upset,
mad.
and I want to cry.
I was gonna say, it almost feels too easy. I almost want you to start hitting us. Come on.
Let's
He
say that.
Yeah,
looks
you're
around.
alone
He
in
assesses
that.
the
Stop,
situation,
Stop.
and instead of attacking, he just sheaths his sword, goes sit on his knees, and he's gonna accept whatever happens to him. And as that happens, next snap falls to the floor, dead.
Snack nap.
Snack
Snack
nap.
nap.
Next
now it
snapping.
is-
Oh no.
For Morris, your turn. There's still
I've got my
two drow left.
Orange firebolt dice ready to go.
All right, roll an attack, bud. There's
Yeah,
one guy.
yeah.
There's one guy on the floor, missing a leg.
Leg.
And there's one guy.
If he's
Wow,
on
he's
the
really
floor,
not dead.
How does it affect my roll?
Sorry,
If he's on the floor, how does it affect my roll?
auto crit.
Advantage.
You hit him?
Oh,
No, it's
Advantage on the attack roll,
nice.
and I'll make
Uh,
I'll make it an auto crit.
disadvantage because it's ranged. It's only
I don't-
advantage.
to be
Oh,
fair, I don't
I don't know
think
about spells.
I don't think Tremaris would attack someone on the floor who's bleeding out anyway.
Alright,
Seems a
that's
bit
fine.
out of character.
Then
So
go
yeah,
I'll,
so
for the
it's-
other guy, man.
I'll go
Yeah,
for the one
but-
that stood up.
Okay.
And rolled a natural 20.
Hey!
Hey.
There you go. There
There's
you go.
your crit.
And then a 10 for damage, so 20.
Familiar scene as Morris just hurls a firebolt
He's roasting
out
people all
at
the
the guy,
time.
and because you're at a distance now, the people that are at a distance actually can see the Drow Elf catch fire and slowly just completely burn and crumble while the flame's still going on. And as the flame goes away, nothing but a pile of ash remains.
I Bagsy loot in the ash pile.
And as you do that, you can see the 2 Draconians look at you with a very approving
Ooh, sorry.
look.
Like that you were unmuted to say just that I want to loot the ash pile.
I stay muted a lot
So-
because my mic picks up everything, including my squeaky chair. Nobody wants to hear squeaky
Ash.
chairs.
Big
Your
up,
turn.
squeaky chair.
There's one guy left, and he's on the floor missing a leg, but he's still kicking something with one leg. He's still kicking.
How many bodies are on my roof?
Ooh,
Just curious.
2, because 2
Two are
of them
still
flopped
two
off the
fell
roof.
off. Alright, fuck it, I'm looting those bodies and grabbing the arrows off of
Just,
them.
you're still in combat technically.
So?
Looting one
I'm
body.
not,
will be your
I'm not
action.
close enough to really do anything, right?
No, but looting one body. I mean, whatever. But looting one body will be your
Yeah.
action. You can do both.
But yeah, that's what I planned.
All right, roll investigation.
It's 20.
Okay. Thinking like, this one guy is bleeding out on the floor. They'll handle this. You just turn to one of the corpses and start going through his pockets, and you find 5 gold pieces. Oh, and that's about it.
You can't take any arrows back that we can maybe.
No, I did.
Oh, oh.
I did.
You can, yeah. If there's any arrows in that corpse, you can take them. How many arrows did you shoot that entire fight?
For that one, I shot one.
Just the entire fight, the entire initiative, the entire fight that has
Yeah,
been
I shot. Yeah, I shot one. That's it.
one. Okay. Yeah,
Can you
you
get the
have
arrows
you,
that
you get that back?
Duke and I shot, and then we can ask
No,
for the
because I
back.
missed by a mile.
You shot.
You did. I hit with an arrow, but
That guy is also still on the roof, but he's not looting that corpse.
okay, he's not looting that corpse. Okay.
I'll get it for you later.
Wait, isn't the one that he shot fell down? It's not on the roof of him.
Oh shit, you're right.
What?
The one that Soko shot fell from the roof, so he won't be able to
Right,
loot that
yeah.
arrow.
Can't get a little arrow yet.
Alright,
It's
so
fine.
no arrow yet. Ash, your turn. Okay, so the Dragonborn, the white-skinned Dragonborn, just walks up to the Drow Elf, just kind of like that is on the floor, just legless. And all he does is he takes his staff and just plants it in this guy's skull, just in his forehead, and looks at the group and says, "Whoever you are and wherever you came from, thank you for aiding us in this battle." Bless you.
Excuse me.
Lucky you went to mute your mic and you were like, "Oh, it's too late now."
Sometimes my mute button just doesn't work. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't even make a sound.
I reply back in Draconic, obviously, because I can.
Okay.
I'm like, no problem, mate. Got fired.
As I
just-
remember, you did quite some damage to one of these honorable combat, as they say.
I'm gonna walk over while they're talking and join like Nakul and Noctonus and this group of people. Everyone fell.
Oh, I dropped my
Hey.
rage as well, obviously.
I want to loot the corpse of the guy that fell off the building that Soko shot.
Yeah, go ahead, roll investigation.
Can I loot the body that's just
20?
at my feet?
Yes, you can. What bow do you have, dude?
I have a longbow, but I rolled 20
And
on
you?
investigation if he has
I have
anything
a
else.
short bow.
They
Okay.
both use regular arrows,
Yeah,
though.
they do. But I was like, if one of them has a crossbow, I forgot if one of you had a
Hmm.
crossbow.
I have a crossbow.
There you go. So you go to the corpse and you take the arrow out first of all, and you're going through his pockets as well. You're just looting them overall.
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, yeah.
You find another vial of filled with a bubbly green liquid, similar like the one before.
Is there any way I could identify it on the spot?
Drink it.
Typically,
Being a
what
drow elf
I'll
boy.
do, just as a DM standpoint for the people in chat to understand, if people want to identify something, there is the identify spell. But if they just open it and have a little sip of a potion, or just like pour it out on a certain thing, they'll have a general idea of what the liquid does, and not necessarily get the bonus.
So I won't know
effects from
what it is just by looking.
No.
Just by looking, no. But if you decide to either take a sip or pour it on
Okay.
something, you'll get a general idea of like, this
I'm
might.
going to pour a tiny bit
On the
onto the arrow wound of the dead guy
Dick.
that fell.
Okay.
Just to
so
see what happens.
you pour the green liquid, and it makes a hissing sound as it hits the flesh, and you can see it just eat through.
Alright, so it definitely isn't
Acid.
healing.
Acid.
That's healing.
I got 17 on my investigation check.
All right, you find
Hey, man.
5 gold pieces.
Drink it.
5
Drink
gold
it.
pieces. Drink it.
Yep.
Cool. I rolled a 16 for the other body on the roof.
You find nothing.
Well, I mean, except for the crossbow bolt.
Yes, you do.
That Laura hit him.
Yes.
Cool.
The one I
It's
shot,
a lot of corpses. It's hard for me to like.
I hit him with a longbow, so it was an arrow that I hit him with.
Oh, shit,
but I
what
just
was it?
have a
You
crossbow,
have
but I
both?
didn't
That's
use it yet.
wise.
I have both.
Shit.
You
I have
dual
both,
wield.
buddy. I have 4
Alright.
weapons.
Can I loot the ash pile?
Yes, you can.
And then when
A 6.
A molten puddle of what used to be probably gold lies on the
Alright.
floor.
Oh, wow.
and then because I walked over and joined like Nakul, and then while they're talking in Draconic, I just say sorry to interrupt, but so are you 3 from this village?
You
So
were
the
not
two
interrupting
dragons and the
anything.
Goliath.
We were exchanging words, and then the next second he turns around to bend over the body to loot. So there
Well,
was
then
nothing
there
to
you go.
interrupt.
So you 3 are from this village?
Yes, my name is fuck.
I
Brad.
was so
My
excited
name
to
is
say
Fuck.
Jeff, and I was about to lose it. My name is Jeff.
My name is
My name.
Medjun, and this other draconian is Rokul,
Medjun.
and my Goliath friend is Mokin.
You have to
I
make
wanna
all
go
of that, thank
stand.
you.
I want to go stand close to Mokin, since we're both giants.
Are
I'm gonna stand here.
you 3 like, are there any other survivors from the attack on this village that you know of their whereabouts of? Are you three, you're it as far as you know? Is anyone holed up anywhere outside the town? We're hoping to help a little boy be reunited with his father before we're done.
We
here.
are a part of
Oh, we actually
Kaldalar's
do know.
Hunters, which is an organization that takes up contracts for killing monsters and the sorts in the area. We had a guild hall here in this village, but then this happened and it's destroyed. We escorted as many survivors out of town. I do not know if this boy, his parents, was one of them.
Would you be able to give us the location of where those survivors are so we can?
Yes, we sent them all
Check
to
later.
Port Sarim, since that is the closest village
Okay.
near here, which is where we were headed as well. And then we saw a chance because you guys distracted this patrol, and we took the opportunity to attack.
We're happy to help. Are you headed back to Port Sarim after this? Or
Yes, the Kaldalar's Hunters have a lodge in Port Sarim as well, so we got a report to our superiors there to report what happened here.
If
and take a
we
look out
directed
for
you
the-
to the house where this child is holed up right now, would you be able to bring him back with you in case his father is with the other survivors? And if
Yes, of
not, at
course,
least it's
of
better than
course.
him staying here by himself.
Which house is it? We'll go
I will-
pick him
I
up
give
and
them
we'll
the-
escort him to Port Sarim.
I give them the directions 'cause I don't remember specifically. well
I
enough
should
to-
go with you, as we agreed on a certain signal to alert him. It was us at the door, not the drow.
Yes.
So I should
yes.
accompany you to alert him of our presence.
All right, that sounds good. Mokin, you wait here while I go pick up another survivor.
Thank you very much for doing this.
As this conversation's going on, I've
Mhm.
climbed down from the roof and began leading the fourth body from those archers.
All right, roll investigation, bud.
Quick thing. What are the names of the characters again? Of
Mo-
the
Mo-
people?
Didn't I already
Mokeen?
loot that
Oh
one?
yeah, what are they named?
No, there was another corpse off the that fell through.
Oh, okay.
Nope. 19.
18, 19. You find 10 gold pieces.
Oof.
Um,
Can you type those guys' names in like the group chat or
I
something?
can.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
I can.
I have no idea how to spell that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, then this. I was like,
No. Rokul, Rhokul, is the red-skinned
What?
dragonborn.
R H
That's a sick
O
name.
Kul is the red-skinned
K-U-L.
dragonborn.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you said Nicole at first.
No,
Hmm.
and
Hey,
Med-
that's magic
and
skin.
Medjurn, Medjurn, is the white-skinned draconian that you guys are talking to.
What was that?
It's not
Med-
Sora.
Medjurn.
Medjurn, Medjurn.
Like Medjai from
Okay.
the Mummy movies, but not.
And then the Goliath is called Mokin, Mokin.
all dragons have full names now, dude. What the fuck?
Thank you.
All right. In that case, as the two go off to go, like Tremaris and Mokeen to go pick up Johnny, I turn around and yell back towards Ash and Unimportant, like, care to join us over here? Like, because the rest of our party is over here having this
I
chat.
will. Yeah, I'll follow at a distance, given that these guys clearly are new companions. Are not too fond of the attackers, and being that I'm also
Oh.
a Drow Elf, I'm a little wary. So
Okay,
I'm gonna just.
fair.
I'll
I'll
hang
walk
back
with
with
him.
They haven't seen you yet, but as you come closer, Mokin readies his longsword.
It's okay, friends. It's okay. This one's with us.
Is he part of your group?
Yes, he
He
is.
is.
Sadly.
Right. Not to sound offensive, but all these guys look the same to me. It's I
They
apologize.
really do, to be honest. They
I
really do.
apologize. And he sheaths his sword.
And since he is part of the group, what is your name?
Wow. You can call me Lozan.
Oh.
Doesn't really matter though.
Thank
Good. I was
you.
getting really tired of
Oh,
calling
sweet.
you unimportant. It lost its fun about half an hour ago.
I disagree.
Wow.
Let me change your actual name now. Hold on.
Yes, Sim.
See, I could have saved you all some admin if I just said it was unimportant still.
True.
Or I should have changed it to unnecessary.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right.
Too late.
So, Tremaris, you lead the white-skinned dragonborn to the house.
got it.
It
Yay,
is.
we helped Johnny. I feel so good. inside.
So you guys arrive at the house. What do you do?
So I will cast message
Okay.
with the intended respite in Johnny.
Mhm.
I will say, Johnny, I hope you are still safe. We are outside the front door, if you can come and let us in.
Takes a little while. Some shoving and some moving around, and the door slightly opens, and you see Jonathan peek his head around. Oh, it's you! I knew it was you because I heard someone and I didn't see anyone, so I just imagined it was you. And he runs up to you and tries to give you a big old hug.
No.
I'll embrace it. I'll pick him up. Give him a big old hug.
All right.
Um,
Have you found my
and I-
father?
We have not found your father yet, Johnny. We
Oh.
are still looking. We have not given up hope. However,
Of
we
course.
have come across this gentleman who is going to take you to safety.
Can I trust him?
Yes.
Yes, you can, little one. And he kneels down to
Oh.
get a little lower. Because you picked him up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he kneels down and looks up at Jonathan. And yes, you can, little one. We escorted a lot of survivors out of the city, and your father might have been one of them. So we are going to bring you to where we told all the other survivors to go.
Out of character, did we find his corpse?
No.
Oh, you
No.
just say.
You
You
didn't
really
saw
look for
a
it.
gang of corpses. which
I was
hadn't
well
really-
worried. I just lied to this kid.
All right. Okay. If this guy says you're trustworthy, I guess I can trust you.
I think you should all be worried that you lied to this kid, because someone promised him his dad was alive. I mean,
We never
put it
said
out
his
there.
dad. We never
promise.
actually said his dad was alive. We just
I
said we
think
weren't going to
Athanas did.
immediately give up and like we'll find it.
I
She
tried
said he's
to-
probably...
Regardless, Jonathan and Tremaris and now I gotta get the name right.
Mokeen?
Mokujin.
No, it's Medjern.
Adjourn.
Join you guys again at the town square. Jonathan with them,
Great.
and Tremaris joins you guys again.
All right.
And I think this is a good point to take a little bio break.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need some food,
Just
buddy.
about to say.
Break. Yep.
Need a little break.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna put
Yeah, I'm
the
doing it.
Be
BRB
back in a
screen
few.
on. I'll turn the
Yes,
music
yes.
up for you guys a little bit. Do we want a? Right now, we're just playing like a generic, slightly tense, like searching through dungeon tune. Do we want
Yes,
something a bit more
uh,
happy for the
play
break, like some tavern
There's
music or something?
Some tavern music, yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And I'll just go ahead and deafen myself in the Discord call.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back in like 5 to 10
We
minutes,
don't want
guys.
you here anyway.
Yeah. maybe.
Mm.
Need to find some fucking tavern music. Where is it? Where's the goddamn tavern music? Here we go.
More than half our party British. More than half was British.
Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome
4 of
back.
us. Hey, what up?
Yeah, dude, that's like more than half.
My
Okay, I am
dog-
undeafening myself.
Yeah, that was very loud. It was very loud. Oh, I got a full screen. This shit. There we go.
She couldn't hear us because she was deaf, so she had to shout.
Like I've been reading back through chat, and all these guys telling me how great a job I'm doing as a DM really makes me,
My doggo is an American Akita, so he is a very, very big doggo.
He is a very big.
I had
doggo.
a friend who had like 3 Japanese Akitas, and they were massive.
Well,
dude, like-
American Akitas, like the difference between them and Japanese is on average they're the exact same average height, but on average weigh twice as much as Japanese ones.
Why?
Just massive.
Oh, just like American people.
Ooh.
All right. Before we get back into this, guys, make sure to check out Dungeon Select on YouTube if you miss any sessions, or you want to catch up, or you just watch back, so you follow along the story.
Or
You
if you have to
can.
leave early, so
It's a thing. Or if you have to leave early, you can watch back on YouTube. This session will be up on YouTube either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Wait, I need to get my water.
24 to 48
YouTube.com/Dungeon Select,
hours.
I guess would work.
And if you find this part of the
I
video,
don't think
you
it'll
can
work because the channel
zoom
not
in on
big
my
enough
dog.
to.
yeah, there you
Have
go.
a
You just
vanity
stared at
link?
the dog for hours.
Let me see.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work.
Just
Okay,
asleep
hang
on
on.
my bed.
Can I put the link in chat real quick?
Yeah, just put, you're a sub, so you can post links without being purged.
All right, cool. Let me just quickly.
Can I purge him?
No.
Haha.
Just for fun.
That's not chocolate.
Boom, baby. There you go.
So everyone, subscribe to that YouTube channel. Do it.
Do it.
Do it, your band.
Subs,
Right
by the
now.
way, boys. Poggers.
Someone mentioned like when we were paused saying we need the Cantina music, and now I've just got the fucking Cantina song from Star Wars stuck in my head.
Hello. Hello.
Says
All
I
right.
can't use it.
So, ready to get back at it?
Oh, yeah, there.
Oh, before we do Tipsy, I did see the things. They're really fucking cool. And I'm really excited for when you make an intro video for us, because that animation was fucking dope. Alright, we're good.
Lit.
Things
All
are
right.
always lit.
So you guys are now all on the town square. You eventually all joined together while Tramaris and Medjern quickly went to fetch Jonathan. So you're all collected on the town square, and you can just discuss what the plan of action is.
Was it planned to go into that nice looking
Yeah,
building?
Let's go check out that
What,
town
the
hall.
Hunters Guild? The Hunters Guild, right? Was that the nice building?
That's the town
I
center.
think it was
Keldalar's Hunter's Lodge in this town has been completely destroyed. This
Oh.
building is the town hall. Mayor Dresden
Never mind.
used to be the one here. I have not seen him since the attack happened. I'm not sure if he's alive or I have no idea. I think our best move here is to escort little Johnny out of town, get to Port Sarim, and see if we can reunite him with his father.
Okay, we'll
And then
check
while
out
we're
this
there,
building.
we'll let the lodge know what happened here. And if any of you guys ever make it to Port Sarim or any other town that has a hunter's lodge, drop our names. We'll make sure they provide you with shelter, food, maybe a contract here or there to fill your pocket with coin. I reckon you.
Shit, give us a like, a follow, subscribe.
Drive.
I reckon
Follow for
you
follow.
guys would make good hunters, judging by your combat here.
We appreciate that very much. Thank you. And safe travels
appreciate
on your way to
all
Port
guys.
Sarim.
Thank you. And the three of them just.
Shall we
Turn around.
go to the town hall now then?
Let's go.
The
Fuck it,
Goliath,
storm the town hall.
the Goliath picks up Jonathan, puts him on his shoulder, and they just march off.
Oh.
Towards the end of next town.
So, let's go see what's going on then, shall we?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that.
That's really lovely.
Let's fucking go.
Those giants are apparently very good with children.
As we go in the town hall, I'd like to check for traps, just in case. It's-
Check the door for traps.
Yeah, dude.
Roll that investigation check,
That's
boyo.
20.
20.
Not natural 20 though.
Dirty.
A dirty 20.
Dirty, come on.
Dirty 20. So you walk up to the door, and you don't seem to be finding any traps. And the door also seems the handle, but it seems to be unlocked.
Alright, I'll go ahead and open it up and take a peek inside.
You open the door. You poke your head in, and you see a dark room nothing very lit up, but you hear some heavy breathing
Ooh, I
coming
don't like
from the
that.
far end of the room.
Would I be able to see it with my dark vision or no?
Some heavy breathing, some coughing. No, it's a little too far away.
What about with
Wow.
superior dark vision?
I mean, you want to come and check it out?
Yeah,
Because
come
you're
in
not there.
and see.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
will
Like
come and
slide it
check
up
it
a
out.
little bit
I'll
more.
have a peek into the room with him.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
Okay, 17. No, hold on. I should check. 16.
Okay. You look into the room, and because you are very apt at seeing things in darker rooms, you have a little less issue with looking the further distances. And you see in the corner, in the far corner, you see what looks like a body still moving. You can hear breathing and coughing coming from it, but it's all very weak and very faint sounding.
Can I tell whether it's human or
No.
no?
I'd like to stealth over. Kind
Roll
of just
stealth.
like the person doesn't know. Kind of. 16 or 19. It's 19, so 23.
Okay, so you stealth into the room.
I'm just gonna, knock an arrow, and
Oh,
I'm not gonna draw it, but I'm gonna just, I'll be
Ready
on my
in
guard.
action.
Okay, what's the rest of you guys doing?
I'm just gonna walk in, and then I'm gonna, as I walk in, I'm gonna light a torch, because I can't see shit in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys all walking in, but
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
following
I'm
behind the
switch.
Dragonborn.
Yeah.
I'm
Same. I'm
stealthing
gonna
over
stick
the
with
body,
Nicole, 'cause I don't have
or
dark
wherever I
vision.
hear this sound.
so Ash is already at the body.
Okay.
You guys, and he sees the rest of the group enter
Oh.
the building. And he sees a tied up, very roughed up looking human coughing. Trap. And as
Oh.
he says
I
that,
knew it.
this very
Ugh.
big Drow Elf that you've seen before comes leaping down from the balcony in the middle of the room.
No.
And I want you all to roll
Nice.
initiative.
Fuck.
Motherfucker.
But I was so ready.
By the way, what was that?
He
I
was
was
ready in
ready.
action.
You had an arrow knocked. You didn't have your bow drawn or anything. You just had an arrow ready, but you didn't have you didn't walk in with your bow out like.
But I was on guard,
Yeah.
What
But
was the
he
point?
he surprised
I
you.
was. I rolled a 19 for initiative anyway, so that's
Sam.
I continue my meh initiative rolls.
My dexterity's high, alright, Soko, so I get to go first.
I got really low dexterity, so I just
Sorry,
I got
Dad.
+0. I got +0 to like
Hey guys.
initiative rolls.
Hey,
Just
hey,
straight
let
rolling.
the DM do his thing.
20 plus.
I already forgot what I got.
You got 19, Duke.
You got 19 with
19.
me.
Yeah.
Who has the higher dex of you two?
He does, so he'll go first.
Okay.
I got
So-
18.
Right.
Actually, technically in
on.
5e you get to choose who goes first, but I'll let him go first.
I'll fucking stab you. 18 for Nicole.
For me, yeah, 18.
I need to get all my bad rolls out of the way right now.
All right.
Hi,
10 to
Doggo.
15.
Or you can waste
Oh,
all
I
your
got
rolls.
11.
Well, I just got a 1, so I'm good.
I got a 14.
14.
Oh my god, guys, we didn't roll complete shit.
This
Oh,
time
no,
you
we
won't
had
hit me with an
10,
arrow then.
Oh no.
Yeah, hopefully. Although I don't know where you are relative to this big guy, but
Probably pretty close.
God knows what Tremaris got.
Nani?
I got a 13.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, we all rolled like good. Holy shit,
Decent.
guys.
Yeah.
Decent this
I
time.
was just busy stroking my doggo.
Doggy.
Stroke that dog.
Priorities.
All right. So as this big Drow Elf comes leaping
Boss
down,
fight. Boss fight.
and you hear a slight rumble, and the room shakes a bit when he jumps down. It is your turn, Lozan.
how far am I from him?
About 30 feet.
Can I throw the acid vial at him?
You can try.
How close am I to that acid
For
vial?
sure it's acid.
Yes, I'm sure it's acid.
Yeah, because he poured it on flesh and it went like. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
are you
does.
trying to throw the acid vial at the guy?
I mean, order
Yes.
I'm gonna have to make a dexterity save. aren't I?
All right.
I'll just-
Not sure how the technicalities of this work, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
take a minute and
I
Well,
would
I'm sure the
think-
vial counts as an improvised weapon, right?
Hanzo. could you,
Actually, vials
could
have
you
their
help
own.
me out with this?
specific
Since
stuff.
you're a pretty experienced DM, you just muted yourself instead of unmuting yourself.
I did, yeah.
Because he's a fairly big
I'm
target
not sure
too.
Because normally, like, there is like the class which is, you know, the alchemist that specialize in throwing, you know, things like acid vials and stuff like that. But theirs is class specific, so I don't know how it'd work.
Okay, so as an action, you can splash the contents of the vial onto a creature within 5 feet of you. Throw the vial up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not.
By the way,
supposed
make
to
a
throw.
ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the acid as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 acid damage.
There you go. Thanks.
Wait,
Appreciate you.
that's stronger than an actual alchemist acid vial. That's
Dutch,
Ah.
for future reference, is on page 148 of the player's handbook.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
dude.
Does it
Okay,
have a long
so
range value?
To
you
20
have
feet.
to be within 20 feet
Well,
of him to throw it.
Is it? Yeah, but does it not have like 20 feet slash? So I have
No,
to be within
it's
20
just
feet.
20 feet. You have to be within 20 feet or less. That's what you
So
have
can
to
I
do.
move, throw, and then move again if I don't move up? To
Yeah,
my full
you can.
movement
You have
allowance?
30 feet of movement every turn. You can
Yep.
choose to move 10
Alright.
feet, do your thing, and then move some more.
Then I'll move 10 feet, do my thing, and then move another 10 back again, or 20
Alright,
back. Actually, we'll make it
so
20
you-
back.
You walk
Feeling
up
zesty.
and you just
In
yank
fact,
that acid vial.
wait,
Oh,
I'm 30 feet from him. I need to be within 5.
20. You need to be
to
within
splash
20.
The content?
five to splash, yeah.
Oh, 5 to splash, yeah.
Which
No,
is
no, 5
you
to
can
20.
make that with one move, but
Yeah.
you will have only 5 feet of movement left after.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to 25 and splash it on him.
Okay.
Because splash as opposed to throw, I'm guessing is just more
Probably a little bit
accuracy
more
or does more
reliable.
damage or something.
What does it say for splashing, Soko? Do you still have it up?
It's the
140.
same thing.
Okay, just
You just don't have to treat it as a ranged attack, then it's just a melee attack.
just a melee attack. Okay, just roll a
It's
melee
an
attack.
improvised
on it.
weapon.
Yeah, but then what's the difference?
There isn't one. It's a ranged or a melee attack.
Yeah.
Because melee you use your strength modifier, range you use your dex.
Not necessarily, but
What page is it on?
140.
So I might as well throw it, right? I thought I might not have
fucking
to roll
throw
the
it,
hit.
mate.
Throw it,
Just do
dude.
it.
Alright,
Throw it.
I'll throw it from 20 feet.
Roll an attack and add your dex, whatever.
At least I don't have to make a dexterity saving throw, so.
That's what you think. It's
At
Constitution
my,
saving
at,
throw.
at my deck,
See, I don't have to though because
Yeah.
I'm not getting
or
hit
at
by
my
it.
attack modifier.
Oh, your attack modifier. Yeah, of course.
14.
Just hits.
Oh! What's the damage roll?
2d6.
2d6.
9 damage.
All right. So Lazan walks up a little closer and he takes the vial of green liquid that he picked up before, and he just
Very
lets out
nice.
a yeet and just fucking
Proper
chucks
yeet.
it across the room,
Proper.
and it shatters on this big Drow elf, and you see it eat through his armor, and you hear a loud "Roar!" as he just just steps back a little bit, and he's you can see him being bothered by it, and it hurts, and it's eating at him, and you hear this loud as it just keeps on doing this thing. 9 damage.
Right. And then I will. Yeah, 9 damage.
Alright.
I'll back up.
Yeah, I just checked.
20
and it says,
feet.
Whether it's 5 feet or 20 feet, either way, treat it as a ranged attack.
Oh,
Huh.
okay,
So
interesting.
Does
I
that
guess
mean
for-
it has a minimum range?
I guess
So,
it's
like,
for
you can't
role
use it.
play. For role play.
Or maybe also
more or
because
less,
splash, you're preserving the vial, whereas you're throwing
Oh,
it,
there you
the
go.
vial
yeah.
shatters.
Oh,
It's
that
gone.
makes sense. There you go,
Yeah.
guys. That makes sense. All right. Then it is now Ash. Your turn.
Okay. How close am I?
You're at the boy in the corner, and he's a good 50 feet away from.
50 feet?
Yeah, it's really big.
It's a big town hall.
No, that's perfect. I'd like to use Mystic Charm,
Okay.
so he has to make a critical saving throw.
Okay.
One of these days your Mystic Charm will work, dude.
Dude, one of these days, right?
Just keep trying.
Fuck
What's the
yeah.
DC
So
on
only
that?
13.
Okay. You try your
Hanzo.
Mystic Charm, and you feel like you penetrate his mind, and you feel like, hey, I have some leeway here. And then after that, you feel that this force that is trying to control him already just forces you out and blocks you out completely.
I don't think I can do it. Alright, I'll move up 20 feet.
Just Drow Elves. It's a dark elf, pretty much.
I'll move up 20 feet closer to him.
Uh-huh.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to switch my psionic discipline or my focus to psychic assault. So,
Sure. Fucking mystics, dude. All right. So you do that. So what does that do exactly? Just you.
It just gives me an extra 2 damage for psychic rolls.
There you go. Okay. Nakul.
How far away am I from Big Boy?
Same distance as our boy Lozan was, so about 30 feet.
Rage.
I am going to be a rage man and use my rage. Anger boy. Where else was the J guys? Cry. And I will run up to him and I will hit him with the maul.
Okay, if it's fucking sculling.
Did you not rage like last
I've-
episode?
No, because we got a long rest. And I didn't rage
Short
in
rest.
the
Was
second.
it short rest? I
Wait,
don't know.
when did you go along?
I don't
Wait,
know.
McCool wasn't raged at all. I don't
He's
think.
frozen for me now.
Yeah,
Like
he's
he's
left
frozen for me now. So
Yeah,
thanks,
same.
Discord.
He realized Freddy's gone wrong, and he's just like he's just hit the kill switch.
He got so angry he broke his PC.
Rage Nakul.
I'm pretty sure that Nicole's raged this session.
Raged too hard.
Sure.
He has raised. Yeah,
He
he's,
Yeah, he
He
has
has rage for
yes.
sure, yeah.
It wasn't this session. It was last time.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
I'm sure he's
He's
raged.
raged
No,
this
I think he's
session
raged
too.
this session
Yeah,
before,
he definitely
yeah.
has.
I mean,
I raged this
he's
session.
gone. He did too, 100%.
Well, we may
Oh,
have to just come back to him,
Skip
swap up the
Um,
initiative order for now, and then
Yikeronis, I think, like, what happened to him? What did
his internet might have died.
he- Yikes.
Just
I would say
noped
just
out.
skip him for now and come back to him.
Let me just quickly check the technicalities for rage
He
while we're at
holds
it.
his action.
He holds his action.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
But then he can't move, so
Literally.
that's not good.
See, he's not actually frozen. He's just like stuck. Embarrassment.
It would have been perfect if somehow the Drow had frozen him in like an attack.
Yeah.
And then just that next
He can
level.
rage. He can
Paralyzed.
rage twice on first level.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Um,
An exciting revelation for me.
and you replenish rage after a long rest.
Hello?
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
How many? Yeah, you replenish rage after a long rest. You
Okay,
have raged
so-
once today already.
I rage one. I get 2 rages a day.
Yeah.
Last episode, I only raged once, and then we long rested, and I didn't rage in my second combat because I wrote it down because I knew I'd fucking forget. I'm stupid.
Okay, fair enough.
So I
Yeah,
had
we
0
are all
rages
at first
before the end of
level.
combat.
Fair enough.
So,
All right, so you have
I
one
know
rage left.
this is yeah. Well, I've just used it, so I knew
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had 1 rage there.
All right,
Okay.
I
rage
made
it
sure I
up.
wrote it down. I made sure because I knew I was like I'm gonna forget.
Okay, no, cool. I just checked it out while you were freezing out. I checked out quickly technicalities as well.
Oh, no,
Sorry.
that's cool. No, that's fine. No, I
So,
don't know what
yeah.
happened. I checked my internet and it said it was still up, so.
Yeah. Discord's having a fit. You can rage, so
Yes, I got
fucking
one
go
rage.
at it.
Right, I'm gonna fucking hit a
Yay.
boy.
Hit him!
Oh,
For it.
24?
Excuse me?
24 to hit.
Yeah,
19 plus 5, I guess.
Yeah, 19.
that'll
No
do
natural
trick.
20, rip.
No natural 20, I know.
Oh.
Is it even a roll if he doesn't get a natural 20?
11 points down.
All right, so you run up, eyes just while you run up, you just hear this loud roar as your eyes start glowing red, and you just run till you get to him. You get your mole, and you just hit him topside down right on his head, and you hit him. He feels a little dizzy, and he steps back a little bit, but shrugs it off pretty quickly, and he looks at you with a very angry stare.
I just like kind of flex
And-
and just like
He is going to attack you now. He's gonna take his halberd
Ooh.
oh fuck.
and just step back a little bit and just go for a large just sweep across your chest.
Okay.
I don't feel good about this.
Roll low, motherfucker.
15 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Woohoo, baby. Where's my D10?
I feel like people have said that before, and it makes me kind of self-conscious. Let me just dance always.
It's probably a good thing compared to me, who I'm like just can't sit still to
Um,
save my goddamn life.
So he takes his halberd and just swings at you and hits you across the chest for 7 damage.
What type of damage is it?
slashing.
I take half damage then. So
Because you're
whatever.
raged. Good job.
So
Look
how
at
much
you
is
knowing
that?
the rules.
That'll be. I round down because I'm not
So
a dick. So it's
3.
3. Yeah.
Oh fuck! What's
You can
math
take all the
spell?
hits.
Yeah, but
this
if he
time.
rounds down for you, that means he rounds down.
And
Yeah,
then-
he rounds
and
down for you
then-
as well. Yeah. It works both ways.
Uh,
And then he's
That's what
going
it is.
going to use his. Actually, no, he's not going to.
I'm worried now.
I'm scared, yeah.
Octanus,
Yeah, alright.
your turn.
I'm
What,
on
me?
the
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yay. Okay. I'm also gonna rage.
Yes, rage buddy.
Rage.
Lots of
And I'm
rage.
gonna attack with my axe.
So you follow suit as you see Nicole just run at him. You follow suit and you also just burst at him, letting out a big roar. Roll an attack.
I did. It was 15.
Just hits. No, wait. No, yeah, that hits. It's not a just hits, but it hits. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just dance.
And then,
just dance.
thank you. And that is. Ah. 13 damage.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
buddy.
Baby.
What was it? Wait.
What?
No, 15. 15 damage.
Oh fuck.
I forgot I was reading.
You get plus 2 for your rage.
yeah.
Oh boy! All right. So
Mighty
Octanus also
One shot.
just go takes her axe and just swings down and tries to just cleave, and you hit him like on top of the shoulder. And you see your axe sink a couple of inches down into his body, and he looks at you and just tries not to show that it's hurting, but he's as you pull the axe out. Looking a little rough, but he's still he's alright still. He's still going. Let's see. So that was she wanted no, never mind. Stupid. I can't read my own handwriting.
Oof.
27 out of 10. Major.
I think this is Tremaris. Yeah, Tremaris.
How far away am I?
You came in with the group, so you're all besides from Ash, you're all around 30 feet away from him.
How big's the room? Basically,
Around-
how far backwards can I move?
You can't really move that far back because you did come in that way. There's like 10 to 15 feet behind you, leeway.
Could he stand outside the door without closing it? I mean,
Yeah,
15 feet is 15 feet. I'll take it.
theoretically, yeah, you
15
can.
feet backwards.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna make me a larger than usual ash pile.
You're gonna
And
try.
roll on that one.
Oh no.
yeah, it will be a larger than usual ash pile.
You hurl a firebolt, and instead of hitting the big, large Drow Elf with the halberd,
Uh-oh.
you actually hit a large bookcase next to him.
Oh.
Bookcase just
Uh-oh.
catches fire.
Just for the record, it does 1d10 damage normal. It does an extra 1d10 against flammable objects,
Oh.
and they automatically catch fire.
So that bookcase is on fire, and
That
just-
bookcase.
that bookcase is,
Burns,
Rip the
burns,
books.
and ash
and you
dies.
can
and
and
stuff.
you can slowly see the tabards hanging from the wall catching fire because the fire is spreading, and you
they
have
stone
caused. No, it's wood. So you have caused a little bit of a situation in there.
Oh fuck.
And the half elf dies.
Good job I'm
Kiss
stood
her
by
out.
the door.
I'm gonna again just go. Well, since everyone else seems to be doing it, get the warhammer out, rush him, go for a big
You have
swing.
so many weapons, it's mad.
I know. I have
Alright.
4 different weapons. That is
That's
a. Ooh, that's an 11 to hit.
Does
Probably.
not hit.
Nope.
So you walk up and you're like, I want to join this fun.
Yeah.
And you take your warhammer out, and because you haven't, you were used to using your bow and your sword, and you haven't really used the warhammer.
Yeah, it's a
that
newer
much,
weapon.
Kind of misjudge the weight, and as you swing, you miss because you have to adjust yourself while you swing because you're almost tipping over, and you unfortunately do not hit the enemy.
There's a funny picture in your head though.
There you go. And as we now go for the top of the round, this.
But
particular guy-
what about Lozan?
He's been.
You already win.
He
Yeah,
threw
yeah,
massive.
I went. I'm at
Oh,
this level.
I thought that was you going like, what about me? Because
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I was getting ready. I was
Oh,
primed.
you're getting
This
ready.
guy
Okay.
is going to use a legendary action,
Ugh.
Fuck.
and he's going
That
to take
was
his
very loud.
halberd and just go for a swing at the tiefling that just did a lot of damage to him.
And mortem innovitus.
12 to hit.
And misses.
Fuck. So he takes his halberd and tries to just jab you with the pike on top of it, and just barely misses you. Scratches some of your the axe, like it scratches past the handle of your axe, but doesn't strike you.
Damage
Was
my
on.
axe. Prepare to die.
I'm gonna shoot him with my bow. Oh no, I'm not. I rolled a 12.
Doesn't hit. So
Yeah.
you ready your bow, take aim, fire, and you shoot an arrow, and it catches him on the armor, and it just doesn't really do any damage. The armor caught it for him.
How much the place has caught fire by now?
All of this is happening within 6 seconds, so it's still pretty much concentrated on the bookcase.
I'm gonna run
and the
15 feet
tablets.
close. So I'm within 25 feet.
All right. Ash. He's doing a big old think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because
So duck think.
It's a good job nobody in our party has a
if
fear of fire.
I cut off the bonds,
That's
would that
what
be
you
an
think.
action or a bonus action of the guy? If I just cut the
I
bonds
would
real quick.
consider that a bonus action if you're trying to cut
Okay.
the ties that
I'm gonna walk over to
bind
him,
the guy.
do that,
Okay.
and then use. Fuck it. I'm gonna use my short bow.
Okay. Yep.
That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And that does 5 damage.
All right. So you go, run back to the man that is still tied up in the corner of the building, cut his hands loose, and he looks at you and kind of, does the old "on my wrists hurt," and then you immediately turn around and you just let an arrow fly and you strike this guy in the gut, and you see him step back a little bit, and he's looking very rough, very very rough. You guys are doing a lot of damage to him, but he refuses to give up. He tries not to show, but you can see in his breathing and in his that he is definitely feeling the hurt. Octanis.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna attack with my great axe again.
Oh, I lied. Haha,
me.
not cool, not cool.
It's
I lied.
me.
Sorry.
Yes.
I was like, Nani?
Nani? Sorry.
Funny.
I'm going to attack him with my great axe. Make me set a maul. And swing again. I'm not happy he hit me. For 21 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
For 10 damage.
Okay. You take your maul and you're still raging. You just go for another swing. Hit him in his side, and you see him having to adjust himself because of the impact, because you hit like a truck. And he adjusts himself, looks at you, and spits on the floor. And you see that it's just pure blood that he's spitting out, nothing else. And he is looking very rough, but he's still going. He's still hanging in there. And because he's angry, and you're the one that just directly agitated him, he's gonna go for another little jab with the halberd with a 14 to hit.
Hits.
All right. So homie just takes his halberd, and instead of swinging across like he did before, he's just gonna use the pike that's on top of the halberd to just jam you in your chest area.
Takes.
And that is for 5 piercing damage. He just takes his halberd, stabs you in the chest, and tries to hold you down, but then pulls you
Because
out.
I'm raging.
Mhm.
2.
2. Yeah.
How long does the rage last?
A minute.
So he doesn't
or
take damage.
Or until I don't hit anything, or I don't take damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So,
he's still
I
going.
got 10 rounds.
Okay. Now it is Octana's turn.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
attack with a great axe.
Finish his ass.
Roll attack.
Again, barbarians is I hit with big
I
weapon.
hit with big weapon. Smile.
I get anger, then hit with big weapon.
18. Actually, yeah, 18.
Hits.
Don't fuck me, don't fuck me, don't fuck me.
1.
I rolled a 12 on a d12.
Yeah, you did.
Plus, so
This
that's
tiefling beast.
Plus 5,
man.
right?
Plus 5
16.
probably, yeah. Plus 2, plus 2.
How do you want to do this?
Like-
Hey, you got the
You
kill.
got it, I got it.
I wanna like, okay. I wanna like slash right down like across his torso until his guts were full. Essentially.
All right. So
Disembowel him.
you take your axe
Guts for
and
everyone.
you strike him.
Diagonally.
You strike him down from the top left, and you scratch him across the chest. But when you get closer to his stomach, you just see the axe cut open the entire stomach, and his intestines just fall on the floor, and he still holds on to his halberd, but eventually he just collapses and the room shakes as he falls to the floor. And you see his eyes turn from the very hazy white to normal. But he's dead. Very dead.
Yay!
He
But that was
dead.
I turned to
I'm gonna
Octanus
live
to do that.
forever!
I turned to Octanus to like, you know, where we like hold the wrist, just like one of those, like put out my arm to do one of those as a like a broom.
I'll spit on his corpse and cuss in undercommon.
Damn.
Because you can.
Yikes.
I'll slink away and pretend I didn't set a building on fire.
Oh, fuck it,
Oh yeah, we should probably
I'm gonna help that guy up and head over to the
probably go
body
outside,
and grab
right?
my
The
arrow
guy
on the way
at
out.
this point is unconscious. He's
Alright, so do I need to make a
passed
strength
out.
check?
I'm gonna loot the body. That's what it's-
Yeah, go for it.
For which one?
18. If it would.
Okay. First of all, on his body, you find a halberd that if you were to,
Don't worry, I got
you
cool.
know, you can. And while going through the,
I don't know if it was
Another-
intentional, but just by reading that knew it was Final Fantasy
What?
victory theme. Mimlala.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you rifle through the pockets, you rifle through the leather armor that has a lot of holes in it from the acid that just ate through, and you see that when you go through the armor, you see also that his arms mainly have a lot of acid wounds, like very deep open
Ugh.
wounds because of the acid.
Yeah, who did that?
Gross.
Yeah.
You find a coin purse on him
Okay.
with 30 gold pieces,
Okay.
and you find 2 potions with a white one with a white liquid and what looks to be like, you swear for a second you see a toenail floating around,
Right.
in it.
Mm.
and you see
It's Polyjuice potion.
a very familiar potion, a bright red liquid, a hidden
Okay.
potion.
With the white potion, so I'll grab the coin purse,
Mhm.
and then with the white potion, I'd put it on my hand, and I'd pour some into my hand.
Okay.
Ballsy.
So
Not loads, just a little.
after you pour it on your hand, you notice that it's not really doing anything, which gives you the sense that maybe pouring it on something is not its use.
Okay.
Drink it!
I want
No.
to help that guy up. Is he unconscious or?
He's unconscious.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll go over-
Pick
He
him up
was
or can I just kinda,
he
like,
was
pick him up.
he was bleeding bad. He was very roughed up. You untied his hands, and after he kind of acknowledged you, he just passed out.
All right, I'm gonna pick him up after like kind of like staunching the bleed a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
While this is all happening, you see that the fire in the corner of the building is just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's-
yeah,
and
I
I
don't.
want to take him out, while
Okay.
grabbing my arrow off the body along the way.
I don't know
Okay.
if this will be enough. Would I be able to use my shape water cantrip and use the water from my water skin and put it over the bookshelf, or is the fire spread too big now that
The
won't
fire
be enough
spread
at all?
from one bookcase to another. The wall is now also partially on fire,
Oh,
and
shit,
the
It's burning down.
cloth
Yeah.
drapes
I
hanging
like-
from the ceiling are also caught fire. This
I
building is
just,
fucked.
We need to leave, guys.
Yeah, I'd start like basically running out, like move, move, move.
And I say, my character says that as I'm exiting, like
Yeah.
legging it out the building.
Yeah, I
would-
walk out.
I would like to drink the minor healing potion I got last week. Please.
Okay. Yeah.
I am
What is it?
terribly sorry about
2d4 plus your Constitution bonus.
2d4 plus your 2d4 plus 2. On the
Is it?
healing potion.
I thought it was plus your Constitution bonus.
No, it's just a plus 2.
Gotcha.
Well, that's my Constitution thing anyway. So.
No, there you go. But it's just a plus 2.
that. At least now the
2d4.
town hall fits in with the rest of the village.
Ah!
Oh my god, it's a perfect amount. Holy, so yeah, it heals up for 8. And then I'm gonna drink the white potion.
Oh,
What?
buddy.
Completely?
Yeah,
What?
fucking chug that white potion down.
Why?
Yes!
What?
Drink it!
Okay.
I gotta do
I'm
it.
so excited
I'm sorry,
to do
I'm
No,
too
I-
curious. It's in my character, I gotta do it.
I'm so
Chokes on the
excited.
toenail.
I like, my character looks at it and just goes, like, thinks, I've drunk worse, and just does it.
Alright.
Roll saving throw for the toenail that cuts your throat. open.
You drink the potion, and without thinking, you just chug it, and
Oh
you
god.
have an empty vial, and you feel
It's good.
your muscles tension. You feel power. You feel
Oh,
strength.
fuck. What a waste.
You feel so powerful, and you get the sense that this potion has just increased your strength. And you are ready to fuck shit up, but everything to fuck up is dead.
Can
I
you
just punch a wall.
can you at least go back and run in and carry the unconscious dude out? Because we left him in a
Alright,
burning
Ash is
building.
already
I'm
doing
already
that.
doing it.
Oh,
I'm
Ash is
already
doing it. Okay, never
I'm on
mind.
it.
Okay.
It's like, let's
Cool.
not
I got
leave the
you.
dude.
Yeah,
as
it really
we-
does have no use. You just ruined that.
Fuck. What a waste. What a
I
waste
knew
of
what
that
it did
streak.
too, but I was trying not to metagame. I was gonna be like,
Same.
Very
Oh,
good.
whatever.
Good job.
It lasts an hour, so you feel
Fuck.
very strong for an
Hang
hour.
on,
like,
let me-
I'm looking
let
for
me-
something.
let me
You're
write
running
that down.
around.
I'm like
You
roided
feel
up.
strong.
I'm like,
You're
For
as a
an
DM,
hour.
as a DM's note, your strength just increased to 21 as a stat. For an hour.
whoa.
So you now have 21 strength for an hour.
We may need
Quick
you to
punch.
break down
Yeah.
some doors or
Punch
something.
Ash.
Swear to God.
To be honest, the person that's punched most like to punch in the party would be you.
Oh.
Excuse me?
You were racist to me like 3 times.
Dude, what do you mean?
You call him lizard.
You called me a
So
lizard.
did you, Laura.
I never called him a lizard. I'm racist to
Anyway,
the drow. I'm not racist to the
I
dragon.
give-
You
Okay.
wasted a perfectly good potion there, bud.
I know I did.
Dude.
Let's finish the count in the next hour and we don't short rest. No, I give everyone 5
At
gold.
this point, it is
Aw, thank
midnight has
you.
passed. It's around like it's around 1 in the morning.
Tab.
It is very late at night.
Do
you
we see
spent-
any
you
houses
spent
that are
yeah, because you
semi-
arrived at the village at dusk, and then
Yeah.
you started like fucking.
Let's go
short
to
rest
Johnny's
here,
house.
Yeah, let's use
Johnny-
Johnny's house
Johnny
because we've
knows.
already we know where it
Yeah,
Yeah,
is.
then I want to go look upstairs and see if there's anything. To
Well,
take
and
up.
Johnny said there was food in his house, so we wouldn't need to use rations to.
Nicole's just walking along, flexing the whole time.
like on a roid rage, just.
I see like a stone on the ground. I just fucking like hoof it. Just like.
Just like puffed out
It's like
arms
the
out.
sword
walking
just-
like this.
Gone.
All right, let's go back to Johnny's house and rest up and eat some food.
We get to the house. He's like, oh, I can't fit through the door.
Can't
guys."
fit through the door.
So fucking hench!
I go to open up the door and just rip the door off. Just like, oh fuck.
Roll a strength check.
You're all just.
Are you taking unconscious guy with you?
Oh, we
Yeah,
should
I'm
because then we
I'm
can
carrying him.
rest him up and
yeah,
question him
All
when he
right.
wakes
so
up.
As
when we
you
get there-
arrive at Johnny's house, you notice that his breathing is getting weaker.
Oh shit!
You notice
Yeah,
that
I'd
he's
like to
bleeding in a
start-
lot of places. You think
I-
this guy probably
I'm
does not have
I'm
a
not
long.
wasting a potion on this guy, by the way.
Probably doesn't have
I'm
long.
not using it.
But again, okay, it's not about to be a waste though, because we might need his information to do. Remember our
chromosphere.
overarching mission here: find out what made the Drow go batshit, because the Drow were the last known. They either
We
knew
don't
the
care about
location of the
Drow, we care about
chromosphere.
chromosphere.
Yeah, but the
That's
Drow
what
are the
we
ones
care
that knew
about.
where it
Fuck the
was.
Drow.
Ash,
Can I do
fucking
a
listen to
medicine
me.
check to
Let
try
me
and-
finish the sentence.
Listen.
I'm gonna start caring for this guy, trying to stop the bleeding.
There you go.
That's what I'm doing.
So you, or are you gonna let Tramaris do a medicine check on him to see if you can
Oh,
stabilize
she wants to
him?
do that. Go for it. I'll
You could.
Tramaris is a
assist
dude.
me.
Thank you.
Tramaris is a boy.
They got him.
He's a big boy.
Do you want to assist me? You can.
Yeah, I'll assist.
I'll
Sure.
All right, I'll give you
Can I?
advantage.
So am I the only one with the potion?
No, I've got a potion. I
Okay,
potion
use
the
your
last week.
potion.
And, like,
18.
I just drank a potion.
All right. So after taking off this man's coat, you see that there's a lot of stab wounds on him. You feel like the amount of times he's stabbed, it's a miracle he is still alive. It looks like he's been tortured. He's been
Oh God.
very roughed up. Why, you don't know. But because Ash is also helping you, you manage to stabilize him. You stop the bleeding, and he's stable.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him some food and water as well.
I-
As well.
And he's gonna hang on. I gotta quickly roll to see how long he's gonna be unconscious for before he wakes up.
It's fine.
Oh, I don't need to give him a
Alright.
potion then. Will it?
We'll probably just take a long rest anyways and talk to him more.
Yeah.
So.
He's gonna remain unconscious until the timer runs out, pretty much.
I'm gonna go take this guy upstairs, see if we can get him into a decent.
I'm gonna
place to sleep
follow,
tonight.
but I'm gonna look for stuff to take.
Cool.
I'm gonna, as we enter, I'm gonna barricade the door back up just in case.
Okay.
So I go upstairs with the guy, and then Actonus follows. I
I'm
guess.
just like downstairs, just like leaning against
Okay.
the wall.
You
Like,
come upstairs and you see 2 doors.
Okay, I'll go to the one on the right.
Okay.
If there's one
So
right.
I mean, there's one like there's a hallway and there's 2 doors on the right. So the closest
Okay,
and the one
the first
further
one,
away.
yeah.
The one closest to the staircase, you open up and you see a small bed. You see some cabinets, and you get the sense and some toys. You get the sense this is Jonathan's room.
I go in the other one. I'm
Alright.
looking for stuff to take.
You open up the door to the other room, which has another bed, a single bed, a lot bigger. Some clothes just kind of ramsacked everywhere. Some cabinets. And
Can
you
I-
get the sense that this was probably Johnny's dad's room.
While she's doing that, can I go look for the pantry he spoke of and see what what food stores there are?
Yeah, you make your way to the pantry, which is just across the room. You have like the kitchen area, and to the next to that is a door, and you find quite a lot of food actually.
Awesome.
The pantry is filled with vegetables that still seem relatively fresh, some cured meats, some cheese. Definitely enough for you guys to have a good hearty meal.
Perfect.
Save it for breakfast.
Sorry.
I guess.
Just
I'd like to
knocked
put
my
the guy
head.
down in the bed,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna lay out my bedroll next to it. And
You're gonna
Never
put the
opened it.
grown man in the children's bed, or you're gonna put
Yeah,
him in? Okay, sure.
Is there a basement?
his legs can hang off a little bit. It's fine.
Roll an investigation check.
Is there anything in the drawers in the dad's room?
Nat 1.
You look around to see if there's any
It's a
like
nice
trapdoors
house.
or like a.
I look
like
for a
latch
basement and find
somewhere.
myself upstairs.
But you don't really find any other doors like in the floor or like somewhere that could be leading to a basement.
I'll find the darkest possible corner and try and meditate for 4 hours or whatever.
You're not gonna eat?
I set my bed right. Like I have.
Oh yeah, I'll eat as well.
Okay.
I could've went
Adonis,
up to that.
you rummage through the roll an investigation check actually.
But
For
me,
yours.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're looting the room.
19, I think.
Okay, I think.
Wait, no, 18. 18.
Okay. You rummage through, and there's not much in the drawers. And out of frustration, you kind of kick the bed, and as the bed moves over, you actually see a small metal box under the bed that you now revealed because of your.
I open it. I open it.
That
excitement.
box is
Really?
locked. It's locked.
Oh, okay.
Smash
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
it's-
look at it with my eyes.
It's okay.
It's made metal. What are you trying to do?
I was gonna like hit right into where it closes with my axe.
Just roll an attack.
Okay.
Don't nat 1.
No.
Nat 1 cuts all the coins in half.
Do I add anything? Just to my hack.
Just give me your base attack roll.
Okay, 19.
Fuck me. All right. So you take your axe and you just smash it, and instead of cutting anything open, you just this metal box is now completely dented, and you hear some cracking inside. Not sure what it could have been, but you've definitely done damage to something in the box. But you have still not opened it though. It is still
Okay, I'm gonna go find the rest and be like, can anyone open this box? I think it broke something.
Has it been an hour?
No, it has
Oh.
not been it has
I'm
not been
gonna,
an hour.
I'm gonna
He
be
gets-
like, I think I could
wrench
do
the
it. I'm gonna
box
try and
open.
rip it open. I'm gonna try and
Open the box.
rip it.
All right.
Wait, wait.
Roll a strength,
To
roll a
Nakul,
strength check.
also, I have a crowbar if you'd like to even add, like, for a lever
No, I'm
to
just gonna
open
rip
it.
it with my hands because I feel really strong.
Oh. You can
Roll
still
a
be
strength
strong
check.
with a crowbar.
What's
And
the
you-
modifier for 21?
5.
It's +5. Okay.
Yes.
That's a natural fucking 20.
Oh! He's gonna learn how the pieces fly across.
You take this metal box and you just look at it and you're like, oh, I feel so fucking strong right now, dude. And you put two fingers under the ledge and you just clink and the lid just
Box?
fucking flies off.
I look inside. What's in there?
What's in it?
First of all, you see a smashed vial that used to have a reddish liquid in it.
You
but is
fucking
now,
ruined it, Octanus. This is what you get.
Oh, well.
decorating the bottom of the box.
Okay.
Just pour it in that guy's
You
mouth.
find a coin purse with 50 gold pieces.
How many
Oh, with
gold
all the
pieces?
broken glass,
many?
like.
How many gold?
50. But
And
wait,
you
is it-
also-
Give it to
I was
me.
gonna
It's
say,
my
you gotta
fault.
fight Actanus for
Hang
that,
on.
because she's
Hang
the
on,
one that
hang
And
on.
you
I will
also
fight
and you
you.
also find
Alright, split with the party.
another vial of red liquid that has survived the encounter with.
Unfortunate
That's also
encounter with
mine.
X.
I mean,
These-
it's
these are my
broken
goals.
glass.
I'm gonna try and like really unsubtly just try and pocket like the potion. Just-
We don't
Roll a sleight
trust
of
you
hand.
with
Roll-
potions.
roll a sleight
None
of
for
hand
you.
if you're trying to hide it, roll sleight of hand.
yeah.
You know, you were saying
15.
don't pour the.
15.
Sorry, what'd you say?
You were
Hamza?
saying don't pour the smashed potion into guy's mouth because of the broken glass, but it is
But
a
he'd be
healing potion.
Fine. He'd be
So,
fine. Just
so
pour it
it'd
in.
heal the broken glass's damage.
Yeah,
But we're
just-
trying to
just
heal
pour it in
everything
his mouth.
except. Well, we already have enough to heal
We're trying not to
without
kill him.
making more cuts, you know?
Mm.
Well, then just
Okay.
like
15?
insert the liquid
Yeah,
in,
15.
not the glass.
Alright, who's downstairs with you? Lausanne, you're downstairs? Are you? Wait,
He's in
Yeah.
the
where'd you
basement in
go?
the dark corner meditating.
What
No,
basement?
He's
I,
not-
I couldn't
Corner.
find the basement. I've come upstairs because of
Oh,
the
no.
commotion.
Oh no,
Oh,
Octanus
okay.
is right fucking in front of me, so.
Alright, so yeah, Octanus, roll a perception check to see if you notice him.
Oh, roll on the 15, please.
If you beat a 15, you catch him in the act.
Wouldn't
right
Kisser
now.
and see this as well?
Natural
know.
20.
Fuck.
As
Shit.
Nicole goes to pocket this, because he's not the brightest, you know, goes to pocket
But he
this
is
healing
strong.
potion. He forgets that there's someone right in fucking front of him, and you just give him a little.
I just like I pass him the coin purse, just like there you go. See.
Where is the potion? Give me the potion.
I mean, what? Just
Oh,
like
great.
just like
The only two people that have this potion are the one who, either the person who doesn't share and won't even save a dying human, or the person who drinks them willy-nilly. I'm loving our choices here, guys.
Can I have the box?
Would
No,
anyone
I-
else have seen him pocket the potion,
Oh, fucking
or
probably
just?
loads.
Are you
Whoever's
upstairs?
downstairs, whoever's in like wherever room we're in. Like,
I didn't see it.
I was in the pantry, wherever that was, getting food. I
Yeah,
don't know
people
if I'm back out now.
downstairs, because Octanus went downstairs with the box to be like, yo, can anyone fucking open this thing?
Yeah, she asked everyone that was
So
there.
Ash is not there. Kiseron is in the pantry, taking up like what kind of food is there. So Octanus sees it, but Lausanne and Tremaris can also roll perception to see if they catch him.
I'll try. See, 10.
You
7.
don't.
oh,
So-
well,
You
it's
both don't see. So it's just them two.
I,
Can I have the
Uh,
box?
I reluctantly
I'm-
like hand back the potion and be like, we could just like not mention the gold, you know, just spin it that way. Like kind of jokingly, but like kind of half serious, just like, haha, yeah, we could, you know, just spin the gold. Oh,
Okay, let's. There are 6 of us. How many was it? 50 gold.
55 0.
50. Okay.
Because math sucks.
Yeah.
What is math?
Could be 25 each. Shit.
Wait. That's the wrong. Where's my?
It's like
It's like
8.
40.
It's like,
How much does the doggy get?
I was gonna say the dog wants some gold too, Belle. Gotta factor in the doggo.
What, in the background?
Yeah, the
It's
dog
just
came over
together.
as you were doing and like sniffed
I
you.
guess it's 8 each and then 2 spare, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just someone keeps
So-
the spares, someone just gets more.
Yeah.
Me,
So-
because I found it.
Oh, we
so
could
you
both
guys
get
can
one
have
because I
8 gold.
fucking
No.
opened up the box. So
This is
we
my
both
So
gold.
get
all of
9.
you, all of you mark up 8 gold except Octanus. You get 10.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck is this bullshit?
Wait, we just
I
got free
opened up the
gold.
box.
Sick.
Okay. Can I
Joking.
take the box, please?
Thanks, Bam.
Yeah, take the
Yeah.
box.
I've
Thank
like
you.
thrown the box to one side, just like yeah, well. Sorry. There you go.
Wow.
Well, you have a top and a bottom because you ripped that.
Yeah, it's 2 halves. Like
Yeah.
there's one half.
He
is
ripped.
like
He
this.
ripped off the lid when he fucking roid raged on it.
With 2 fingers.
I want
It's
to
like-
take. So there's a broken potion at the bottom of the box.
And the box is also very dented because of the fact that it got hit with
Uh-huh.
a great axe.
But there's a broken potion in the bottom of it.
Yes, which
Okay.
we presume to be healing
So-
potion because of the color.
Uh huh.
Drink it.
Mhm.
I want
Lick it
to.
off the box.
I want.
Drink it.
No, I want to use like my sleeve or something as essentially a filter for the glass, so that I can pour the potion into the mouth of the wounded guy without
Oh.
the glass. So I want to like essentially use like tear off a piece of sleeve or something
Okay.
to keep the glass in the box and filter through
That
the
is gonna make
potion into his
that's
mouth.
gonna make it so that he doesn't get the full effect of the potion because a lot of the liquid gets soaked up in the
Yeah,
the-
sure.
Better than
Well, I
none
could
of
rate.
it,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, sure.
Could we look around the house for something thinner,
So,
like than your
roll
sleeve?
a
Like-
d4 plus 2, 1d4 plus 2. See how much you heal him
Cool.
for. What are you asking?
So could we look around the house for
4
maybe
total.
a thinner filter? Like look for
Well, it doesn't matter now.
a
'cause
thin
it's-
piece of
It's
linen or
done.
something?
The deed is done.
Can
Okay.
you like
Done.
can you like squeegee the cloth
Well, yeah, but I
so
feel
that
like
you get more liquid?
even
that'll
wringing
just
it out,
that'll
that's
just
Hearing it out, you still.
yeah.
you know.
Plus, there's also glass in there, so if you wring
Yeah.
out a piece of cloth with glass in it, you'll cut yourself as well. Like there's that's the thing.
Just do it.
So you heal him. He's healed for 4 hit
4
points.
points of damage. Yeah.
So he wakes up as you pour this liquid down into this guy's mouth, and he has to adjust. And the first thing he sees is a Drow Elf bent across him, and
Oh,
he just
fuck.
goes, No, no.
I'm gonna say
For
it's
God's sake.
okay. It's okay.
we didn't think
Calm
about
yourself.
Go to rest. You're safe here.
Who are you?
Say.
What? Who are you?
We're adventurers
Brothers
seeking
Grimm.
another thing.
that. We were forced to work together.
Brothers Grimm.
Just
You don't look
sleep.
like brothers. The Brothers
Sleep
Grimm.
here tonight,
It's a
and
name.
we will talk in the morning. It's very late.
Yeah,
If
we all
you're not
gotta
dead.
rest. We all need
I
to.
would very much like to know these strangers that either saved my life or are here to do worse things to me than
I
the other
carried
guys
you
did
out of the
before I
burning
go to bed.
building that was set on
Do
fire
not
while we
ask
were
how it
there.
got on fire.
Dark
we're
elf.
here
There was a
to take a
dark elf.
rest and figure
Some
out our
kind
next
of
move.
leader. We had to
Yeah.
fight the seeming commander of the dark elves that have invaded this village, and he set the town hall on fire during the fight. It was quite a scene, but we defeated him and rescued you, and now we are here hiding in a house in the village, taking some respite.
I suppose that if you were to have other intention with me, you would not have woken me up.
We probably wouldn't have
gave
given
you
you
a
any
healing
healing potion, that's for sure.
Probably would've
Yeah.
just killed
Yeah,
All right.
you're welcome.
My
You're not in the
name's-
room,
Not even there.
Octanus. It's only
Oh, yeah,
Lozanne
no.
and Ash.
My
that are
name's-
there.
I was in it. Oh wait, never
My
mind.
name's
That's why I was in
Drespin.
there. Never mind.
Dressed.
I am, or I used to be, I guess, the mayor of this town. What's left of it?
It can be rebuilt.
Yes, sadly the villagers that paid for this with their lives will not be able to be rebuilt.
It is
We
true.
have the technology.
Not there.
For now, let's rest up, and then we'll talk in the morning.
That was out of character anyway.
All right. I'll okay. And he just kind of backs out of the conversation. He's still very drowsy, very like, ooh, what happened?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to get my 4 hours of rest that I need. So
Yeah, same.
honk out on my bedroll next to him.
Rest time.
All right.
I'll
Basically said-
meditate.
I'm
And
just letting you know something to think about.
this is going to be where we end the session. I think.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm
This is
gonna
a
go
good
sleep on
point.
that big bed, by the way.
Long rest.
And make sure that by next week you guys have your level 2 abilities and stuff ready. 'Cause you guys
Level up next week.
Oh,
Woo!
Because of the
Point,
insane amount of combat.
Dad.
I am awarding you all to the second. You guys are all second level. Foggers in the
Hey, so
chat.
we're gonna